Getting started right here. Getting started right here. That's how for you to get it started. Getting started right here. Getting started right here. Everybody's talking, saying that we're on it. So we should give them something to talk about. Cause everybody's talking, saying that we're on it. So we should give them something. Let's give them something to talk about. Last night, never felt good in a long time. Think that I should, it's about time. I'ma get mine, live my best life. Last night, never felt good in a long time. Think that I should, it's about time. So I'ma get mine, live my best life. Last night, all night, let's just do it right. 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 Oh, 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 oh,
Hey, my trendies, trendsetters, and my trendy tribe. How are y'all? How are you doing? Can y'all hear me? Sound test. Mic check, mic check. Making sure before I do my greetings. Okay, you can hear me. Okay. Hey, Lady Queen, first in the building. How are you? Hey, lovely Linda Gamble, YouTube MVP, and 41 Fit, our nickname queen, and our sisters helping us get fit now. Let me see. Hey, Renita. Yeah, Renita, that's only Sketchy Saturday intro. I'm keeping my other one for everything else. I really like it. Hey, Jazzy J for life. How are you doing? Good evening. Hey, Sexy Chocolate. Okay. Oh, hey, Stacy. How are you? Welcome. Okay. All right, y'all. So first, of course, I'm going to say thank you to my trendy tribe. I'm trying out StreamYard's feature. They let you do videos as your background now. It doesn't have to be a picture. So that's why I'm over here testing it out. But yes, thank you to the Trendy Tribe. And I got some new Trendy Tribe members. So thank you to my new and existing Trendy Tribe. Hey, Shan, the Legal Eagle. How are you? Okay, let me see. So y'all know, let's see. Hold on, let me see. Oh yeah, okay. So today's Sketchy Saturday. So we're adding to the list of art, and we're doing breast cancer awareness themed lips today. Hey, Live, Laugh, Love, my Leo sister and content creator and mod. Monday we start back up with our next session for 5 minutes with Fit for our lunchtime live. So I will see y'all there. And what Fit is doing is she's showing each workout, and then you do the workouts on your own for 3 sets of 10, or it might be something different depending on how she shows it. But she's doing a demo for the 5 minutes, and then we do the full thing on our own. But I appreciate it because I'm telling you, that was a whole chair workout with them arms, 41 Fit. Okay, part 5 is coming. I still have a lot of reading to do. I was looking up some other things, and I was telling Mr. Trending, I said, some people are gonna say they probably gonna be mad at me on how I did my video, but on the Melody case, but I'm the best I could do was confirm what some people were thinking, but I couldn't go into too much detail because I gotta respect, her wishes. And I'm sorry, like, she is not the one that does people wrong, so it is what it is. So yeah, sorry. I see some comments like, y'all keep scrolling, it's just clickbait. Like, I mean, it depends. It depends on how much you knew already, how much you suspected, and so I guess you can call me a confirmation at best. But it is what it is. I'm leaving it like it is because I don't know. That's just I did what I felt led to do. Our timeout queens. I think Linda said I need to add her to timeout, so I got to get her a permanent seat. But yes, our timeout queens, 41 Fit, Shan, Sheila, and it's gonna look like it's gonna be Linda up there. Shout out to the queen for leaving a comment under my YouTube post. I'm still floating. I have not come down yet. Okay, so today is Sketchy Saturday. So I'll stop some of the movement for y'all. Let me go ahead and start setting up my screen so I can share my screen. Okay, let's see. Let me check out. Oh, no problem, 41 Fit. Yeah, I know. It just depends. It depends on if you kind of already know me enough to know how I would have approached it. I'm thinking is the biggest thing. But yeah. Oh, I'm hosting a baby shower, y'all, but we'll be listening in the bushes. Okay, 41 Fit. I saw that on Mel's stories. You saw it, Sexy Chocolate? Yes. Yes, she posted me in her stories. Yes. Okay, let me see. Bringing up my screen because I will be, today is the live sketch day for anyone new to I'm about to say Sexy Saturdays, y'all. Sketchy Saturday. Okay, let me see. How do I want to be? And take that off. Oh my gosh. Okay. Jazzy said she saw it too. Thank you, Jazzy. Hey, Sweet Rose. Okay, I'll run no errands, but you listening. Got you, live, laugh, love. Okay. Okay, y'all. So Sketchy Saturdays is like we haven't had a true, I think, Freeform Friday in a while. I know, right? I got Mr. Trend on my mind. But they're like Freeform Fridays where we kind of can talk about anything. So usually I get y'all started. So I'm gonna look up some things to go ahead and start off. Now, of course, the talk has been either between the lack of fashions besides Melody and Nell. And and Kiki got a lot of compliments too, I'll say that. And then how the makeup artist disrespected Kiki. That's been kind of the talk of the YouTube streets lately. Let me see. Okay, and then I'm double checking my saved and bookmarked things. Because what I do is I bring up I just drop the link so we can just talk so I can start sketching. Okay. Oh, and of course, Rashandra and LaShonda from the TikTok couple where she found out she was being her wife was not paying the rent and doing some other things and borrowing money from her friends. That's been a topic as well. Hey, Annette. And that has been crazy. And not a lot of people, off of TikTok knew about them, but the story is so, like someone said, it's so intriguing. Even if you don't know them, the story is interesting. Hey, CDW. So yeah, so let me know, since the beginning of the week, have y'all found out about LaShonda and Rashandra? Did y'all hear more about them? Even if you didn't know about them before, it's wild out there. She even did a live where she went on somebody else's live to answer questions as people came up. Man, I'll just say she brave for doing it. I'll just say that. And it was it just still leaves you, no matter how many questions are answered, it leaves you with more questions because it's just so much. Hey, Jesse Bradley Lewis, how are you doing? So yeah, I don't know. I feel for her, but some people, you know how it is. There's always gonna be differences of opinion, and some people were saying that she was coming out real Brody, real the one that got basically scammed by her wife. They were saying that she was doing so much that they were saying it was hard to feel bad for her. Some people were saying like they couldn't understand how she didn't see any of it. A lot of people, of course, felt very bad for her. But let me tell you what she did do. When she saw that eviction notice, she did go file for a divorce. So she took it a lot further than Shirley. I will say that. She said, never heard of him. Shan said, well, what did the makeup artist say and under whose post? The makeup artist posted it in her own Instagram, Shan, and she called Kiki a druggie. Let me get my banner up. She called Kiki a druggie, and she said she looked like she had gotten her outfit from Walmart. Now, knowing she did Tisha's look, that's what this was Tisha's makeup artist saying this about Kiki. She talked about Kiki's braids. And I think she talked about Kiki's makeup. Now, how you gonna talk about Kiki's makeup and you got your client over here looking like handsome Squidward? I will never know. I don't get it. But that's what she said. She might have taken it down, but Tea Talk with Your Girl got the screenshots in her video, Shan. If you want to see it for yourself. Let me see. Do you have a pic of all the reunion? I don't, Stacy. I didn't have time to gather. I was over there trying to, even though I was in the bushes, I was over there watching Sassy T's live. I was in everybody's lives today, so I didn't go gather the looks myself. But between Chit Chat, Who Knew, Tea Talk with Your Girl, Sassy was talking about it. I don't know if she posted pictures. They floating, but I don't have them. Rose said that's the best thing to do. But yeah, so and then to come to find out, and I didn't know she had a charge of, the makeup artist had a charge of being under the influence of a substance, and had a mugshot out there for her arrest, or not a mugshot for her. She was arrested and has a mugshot related to driving under the influence of a substance, and she got the nerve to name call, like. Boy, I'm telling you, Kiki's makeup was flawless. Tisha, on the other hand, makeup was too light for her complexion. It was, Rose. Kiki's makeup actually matched her skin tone, Rose. And that shows the skill of a true makeup artist. The skin tone has to make sense. I think anyone has all the pics together. Oh, you saying you don't think anyone put them all together yet? If someone hasn't, someone's going to. It's coming. It's getting close. Hey, let's be clear. How are you? Yeah, somebody's gathering it and composing it. Pot meat kettle, right? Sexy chocolate. I won't go to the hairstylist page so she can get views. Team Kiki. Hey, that's what I'm saying. Give T Talk the views, because she posted it. She posted it. Yeah, because I didn't go to her Instagram either. And yeah, so we can give the content creators the views on that one. The pics will come out tonight. Okay, yeah. And the pics have come out. I think she's saying no one's done the compilation yet, to just so you can see it all in one go. I think because they said somebody said they've seen Stormy's look, they've seen Courtney's look. Who else were we waiting on? That's what I heard, Annette. That's what I heard. And she got the nerve to be name calling. Yeah, give T Talk that view. Let me see. I got my stylist. I keep losing it. Every time I sit my stylist down, my little pen thing down, I lose it. And it can't go that far. I'm sitting at my desk. I don't understand how I do this. What? Like seriously, where is the black on black? It's sitting on top of my tablet. Lord help me. Kimmy. Did Kimmy's look come out, sexy chocolate? Yes, that's what I'm saying. Okay, Joyce. Who knew has a pic of Stormy and Courtney? Yeah, I figured. I wanted to see Betty's look. Chit Chat showed Betty's look. She did have on a black dress. And I'll say it over here. I said it on Pinky's channel. The black, I don't understand why it was in black. Just for me. Now, this is not speaking on Betty. It's not about Betty. Just the dress. I did not hate the dress. That's all I'm saying. I did not hate it. Compared to what I was seeing them other people wear, I didn't hate her dress. Kimmy coming with all her boobs hanging out. You know she is. You know she is. Oh my gosh. Okay, so that was a bug. I didn't know how to say it. Oh, Bugs the hairstylist. Is it Bug? I won't go to the Bugs the hairstylist page. Is that what you were saying? I'm trying to read it how you're trying to write it. Oh, okay. So, anything else in Love and Marriage Huntsville Street since then? Because things be happening fast. I'm trying to see. I think that's the scenes, the previews have been dropping. Of course. Mel told Tisha not to minimize her feedback. And I didn't see the extended part when Mel was in her confessional and she was like, now when everybody else gave their feedback, she's calm and don't have nothing. When I say my little piece, now she, you know how she do, she get worked up and everything again. She was like, I ain't gonna say nothing, but basically we saw it and Tisha cannot stand it. She cannot stand it. Hey, Leah's grandma. Did we finally see? I mean, I'm not gonna say finally because I'm not really waiting on this part, but I think Tiffany, does she confront Lou this episode tonight about not seeing him? Yeah. So in my messages, someone was saying there was a pocket on Letitia's dress, and possibly it could be to make more space for her. I don't know what's going on with Letitia's dress. Kimmy wore a red dress. Okay. Did you see it, Leah's grandma? Did you see the dress? Tonight, Praytell is going to lay it all on the line about Marcelina, and I'm here for it. Okay. You know, he be ready to drag somebody to take a fall with them. So, yeah, go ahead and tell it because they act like they ain't got nothing. So, go ahead and tell it. Tell it. I'm ready to listen. And then he can go on back in his cave. Oh, somebody asked Cheryl Howard asked me, and I want to know, what do y'all think? Now, she said she's been hearing that, or she was asking me that I think that if Broketail was actually taking Coleslaw as his date to the polo thing, right? And so I have actually heard people say that she is his date. So I'm going to wait and see. So I'm not saying this as if I know. All I'm saying is it's weird that she can be his date if that's the case, but she can only sneak pictures of his knuckles. That's just weird to me. I don't get that. Tiffany is dry and boring. Yes, she is, Stacy. Joyce, you sent me the Instagram message. Okay, gotcha, Joyce. About the pocket. Gotcha. Tisha was not matching in that dress. Rose, and even if she was matching, it was too late for the dress, Rose. I didn't see it. I just didn't see it. Tisha's shoes. Oh, I got you. Okay, it must have not registered. He should. Why not? I mean, yeah. I'm like, it's not like he can't. I'm just like, she seems to not have the privilege of being able to do anything publicly with him. And I don't know. If they do, they do. It's like, y'all just go live your life and leave other people alone. Like, if you're going to do it, whatever. That's your bed, lie in it. The Halloween party dress green is not her color. It was a nice conservative look, not like her black punk look from last year. Now, whose look, Leah's grandma, was nice and conservative? Oh, was it the red dress, Leah's grandma? You talking about Kimmy has a red dress and is conservative? Or is it somebody else you talking about? I want to make sure. Because I don't know. On Facebook, someone posted the shoes that Tisha was wearing. Okay, CDW. I would have thought they was $20-some. I'm not even gonna hold you. Because if they cost $80, I'm still surprised. Jolly Green Giant keeps staring at her. Okay, Kimmy is conservative this year. Okay, got you, Leah's grandma. Green actually wasn't the problem with Tisha's dress. The fit wasn't for her. It was a lot of issues, and the fit was a big issue, Shan. I agree. Latifah should have put a dot in. Oh my gosh. Oh, sexy chocolate. Oh gosh. I'm just gonna say, I don't know what to say because I don't know. I will say this. I think she did not look good. Let me just say that. Tisha, it was a fail for me. Still had no box choice. It didn't have a box. Right. Either way, it had no box. Oh my gosh. Okay, y'all. Let me see. Oh, I saw some of the looks that Jay Bolin was telling Melody, like, this won't be it, because we got tested when we sit down and it's not making a statement when you sit down with this one. Then there was another one. He was like, oh, this is a good look for a gala, but not for this event. And I'm like, see, that's somebody looking out for you, because there were some statement pieces she was wearing, but it wasn't for the reunion. And I'm like, see, you need somebody like that. Sexy Charlie, yeah, let's go ahead and get you in there. Let's go ahead. Let me find your seat. Hold on. Let me go ahead and take your seat, Sexy Chocolate. Yes, because you need to go in timeout. Is that what the ladies was wearing to the reunion? Now, Rose, this is interesting because I am not sure. Now, since to me, Tisha has a limited budget, I'm gonna say we possibly did see her reunion look in the green. Plus, you know what? I think it was because she went on live before she had the wig on. I don't know why she went live when that lady was doing her makeup and she had like her wig cap on, right? And the guy peeked in and said, we're gonna come back and check on y'all in about 20 minutes or 30 minutes. And so yes, that must have been her reunion look because they were doing a time check on Tisha. Now, what I don't know, and a lot of people have been saying, we don't know if that's actually Melody's reunion look or she just giving a look before we see what she reveals for the reunion. But Tisha ain't got that budget, so that probably was her actual reunion look, Rose. They do make a great team, Jay Bolin and Melody. Yes, they make a great team. They are. Oh, and who said this? Oh, somebody. Y'all let me know if you're in the chat and you the one that said it. But in Sassy T's live, somebody said, and look again at how Broketail fumbled the bag. Because had he not messed up like he did, he would be walking in Paris, possibly in New York. He would have a suit line via Jay Bolin, like that could have been a thing. I'm glad he does not have those things because he does not deserve those things. But it's crazy to see what before your eyes, what you messed up and could have had. Carson would have slayed Tisha's hair. She would have CDW. She would have. Tisha don't deserve. A piece of material was sewn to the side to give space of the slit, and before the reunion is over, it's ripped. Oh, Joyce. Okay, because now, Joyce, somebody called it a cheerleader material. And I think that's the most accurate thing because that's really, yes, because her split was high. That material came like 6 inches down? 4 to 6 inches down, and it was cutting into her leg. I told y'all it was cutting into her leg. I'm not surprised that thing was ripped. I saw Mel in the door looking gorgeous. Oh, okay, Rose. Hey, Sylvia P. Okay, Joyce, you following me. Leah's grandma said they showed them seated at the reunion. That was Mel's attire. Okay, so we need to. Do I need to go to Instagram? Is that what you're telling me? Like, am I missing things? Let me. Where am I supposed to be at? Is it on Ohm's Instagram or where did y'all see them seated at the reunion? Coleslaw is going to be Martell's downfall. Going? She shall continue to be his downfall, Rose. That man is falling. He is falling. Let me go ahead and get a tab open so y'all can tell me where am I supposed to be on Instagram to see these doggone. I didn't know that y'all saw them seated already. Tisha had a rip last. They had to sew her back up under the arm. Oh, so last season she had a rip too? Just get the right size. Get a tailor. Like, it's not worth it. Well, I said, well, no, a tailor ain't even something that's it's not even for somebody that's like has a high income. Tailors are pretty reasonable. When I went to my friend's wedding, I went and got my stuff tailored, and it was not that bad because they just not even trying. The effort level is below zero at this point. I saw them on Who News page sitting down. Leah's grandma, you saw them sitting down on that live she did. I think Carson was there. If y'all listen in the background, I think she was there. No, Sandra, I don't think Carson's with Tisha, Sandra. Now I'm saying that like I know, I don't know, but I don't know Carson voice enough. So even if I played it back, I don't know her voice enough. But I'm gonna say I don't think Carson was there, but that's a guess. I can't say it like I know for sure. Okay. Okay, let me bring up Who News video. What's look, I'm over here asking y'all. Y'all might have a good enough memory. I'm gonna ask you anyway. Do you know what the video was titled? So I go to the right video. Let me see. I hate when they play me like, okay, I'm about to say, YouTube, you know who I'm asking for. I'm subscribed to her. Like, don't play me. Hold on. Oop, that thigh says she's not gonna cut off my circulation, and that split was ripped. She should have just had the high split. That piece did. That's on whoever. Well, she did probably buy it off the rack because I keep saying whoever designed it, but I don't. I'm giving her a lot of credit to say whoever designed it. She should have had somebody cut that piece off because it was no point. You can't have a blunt piece in a slip like I can't even call the thing now. Her splits. Quit shopping on Shan and the dress will not rip no matter how tight. Now Stacy, you are right. There's some quality material that it ain't gonna be ripping like that. Carson was live in Huntsville while they were at the reunion. Oh, okay. I heard Carson in the background too. Okay. Oh, Rose, I'm not saying it wasn't her. That's what I was saying. I was like, I wouldn't know for sure. Maybe I wonder who hired her. You think it was still Tisha or Tisha was sharing space with somebody? Because I couldn't because Carson couldn't have been doing Tisha because then we wouldn't have seen that hairstyle Tisha had, right? Because that's not how Carson do hair, right? It looked like it was a lace front, which the problem is not that it was a lace front because everybody's wearing lace wigs these days. It's that they didn't blend it. That was the problem. I think Mel and Jay Bolin was pulling a slick one. You saw Mel had a see-through. Then if you look at Latisha in the gown Mel tried on, Latisha came through. And I was like, Joyce, did she really fall for that easy trick? Of course, when Mel was with Jay Bolin showing the behind the scenes, that wasn't the look she was actually going to have. And I was like, now this is going to be, this is a new level of elementary, just not smart. If this girl actually takes a cue from the looks that they showed as if that's what she was actually going to wear. Joyce, that is ridiculous, but I believe she would do it. I follow her on IG. She had a raspy voice and was going to get something said. She was sick for the last week. Oh, no, I'm good. It's fine. I'm believing y'all. I'm not saying it's not her. I was saying I didn't think it would be her in the beginning, but I believe y'all that y'all heard her. You heard her. Sexy Chocolate, I'm talking about the dress was a lace front. Sexy Chocolate, you crazy. The dress was a lace front is hilarious in context. Okay, I get it now. Okay, y'all. What is it? Okay, so I'm looking at Who News videos. She has one called First Look at Stormy and Courtney Reunion Looks. Is that the one where they're sitting down? There's one called Nell Fletcher is so excited to be kicking it with the Scotts. Which one is the one where they sitting down? Y'all gonna make me just look. Hold on, I'm just looking. I'm waiting on the ads and all that so I can skip ahead and see. Who knew I'm dropping my like, though? I'm hitting like. If I open the video, I hit like on it. Okay, let me see. I'm looking. Okay. I can't tell. Tisha was lurking in the bushes and tried to copy Mel, and Mel would be in a totally different look. Right, Stacy. The one with Stormy and Courtney. Thank you. Okay, all right. Hold on. Thank you, Leah's grandma. Okay, thank you, Annette. Let me share my screen. Hold on. Stop that. No, y'all did you see CK in the bed saying he was going to sleep and the reunion was all that? I think he thought he was on only. Oh gosh, I'm gonna throw up. I'm gonna throw up, Sandra. Hey, Shan, how are you? Y'all, it booted me. It tried to boot me. I'm back though. Get my screen back. Millimeters do be on it, Jazzy. Okay, so I got the video up. Let me do. Okay. Rose said, I saw. Hi, Tracy Williams. Okay, let me see. Oh, is this it? Let me hit play. Let me start. Okay. It's on mute because we're just looking for the looks. That's all we're here for, just for the looks. I'll pause it when we first start seeing something. Okay, is that they look? Is that Stormy and Courtney's look? This looks dreadful. I'm not gonna hold you. I don't like it. Shan said, "Yep." I don't like it. I don't like it. I'm not liking it. I ain't gonna lie. I thought Stormy. What is this? Okay, now what look is this for? Is that just one of her things on her post? I feel like I've seen this before. This might just be something else. Oh, here we go. Y'all said sitting down. Oh no. Not in the sneakers. No. No. What is this? Jazzy said she liked the color. Annette said yes, pink. That's what I was thinking. And they supposed to be. I can't. Shan said it's not clear enough for me to judge. Okay, fair, Shan. Is it on? Did they post it on their Instagram? Oh, I need you to judge. Shan. I'm trying to get you in timeout, Shan. Oh, I forget. She don't post under that. She posts under Canvas. Let me see. Oh, she didn't want to post it in her stuff. That's what tell me you don't really like it. If you ain't even posting it on your stuff, I don't know. That's last reunion? They were in pink last reunion? Okay. I don't want to. Okay, she's straight country. Yeah, that's a country. What in the Air Force Ones? Right. Find me. Well, no, that's not it. Hold on. How do you do it? How do you do it? Oh yeah, give me two per. I need two. Stepping in my Air Force Ones. That's what that. Okay, so y'all, somebody got to tell me now. Is this last season look? And if it is, how come I don't remember this? This don't look like last season. I don't remember them in pink, but I can't trust my memory either. Nobody's really posted the look for real, but Mel, Tisha, and Nail. Chris looked nice. Chris Fletcher did look nice in his was he red? He was in red, right? And I think I saw the gold peeking out to make it make sense with Nail's outfit. Let me see. No, the other picture was last year and they are in pink this year. Oh, okay. I got you. You talking about when I was over here. That was last reunion, and the pink is this reunion. Got you. Okay, I'm on the same page. You know, we got this delay over here. Okay, got y'all. We're on the same page again. Shan was telling me that other look I was talking about. That was last season. Hey, Jamie, how are you? Pink is this season. Thank you. Okay, y'all, we're on the same page. You ready to see the... Okay, here's Betty. I like the cut of the top. I love a good little peek through. What do you call it? Peekaboo thing. I do. Now it's Betty, so I can't look neck up. I cannot look neck up. I like the little peekaboo, y'all. I like a little corset look. So yeah, it's definitely giving saloon 2023. But I like. But I like weird stuff like that, y'all. You should see me how I would dress for work sometimes. I'm eccentric, so that's you gotta take me with a grain of salt on that one. I told y'all I'm not a fashion girly, so Shan said no, ma'am. Do they show her sitting down? Okay. They don't show her sitting down coming up, but I see Maurice and Kimmy coming up. It's all right. Still the wicked without husband. Right. Joy's still wicked with she is. I need Candy in here. She said she understood about what I was saying, at least for the top part. Look at Betty Kruger. I saw Stormy Mom's look was given the witches of East Brunswick. Betty looks like, oh no, sexy. You staying in timeout, sexy chocolate. Now, yeah, we ain't changing the person wearing the dress in that. I agree. That I agree with. Hey, Miss Cheryl from Seattle. Yes, everybody got clothes on. Everybody. Oh, y'all. Okay, let's see here. We going on to Rose. Don't encourage her, Rose. Don't encourage her, Shan. Okay, so we got Maurice and Kimmy. I wonder who's sitting right there because he's looking like, how could you say that? I see Kimmy. Okay, now Kimmy, I want to see a clear look, but I might like Kimmy's look possibly. I may. Rose says she agrees. When your front is that big, you have to do something else. Oh, Shan. Y'all. It's giving Miss Kitty on Gunsmoke. That's a saloon look, right, Stacey? Because it does look very saloonish, like meet me for a duel at high noon type thing, like Wild Wild West. Okay, let me see. Do we get a stand up with? Oh, we don't get a stand up with Kimmy and Maurice. Okay, I see. Oh, okay, I see the piece of Mel sitting there in her outfit. Okay, there we go. I said not Gunsmoke. It does look nice, Sandra. It's sitting down, so I can't get the full feel, but it looks nice from the little bit I got. But we shall see. Excuse me. Now, of course, we got plenty of clear pictures of Mel if we need to refer to them, of the Queen, the Dr. Queen. Nobody could hold a candle. Come on, like let's be honest. Come on. I'm trying to see. I see an arrow. So who is in this arrow? What's that? Is that Key? No, that wouldn't be Kiki. Let me know what y'all know. What's the arrow pointing at? Because I don't know. He's looking at. No, Mel was to the other side, Joyce. Wasn't she? She's to the other side of them. Mel, he looking the other way. Cause see, Mel is the other way. She on the other side where he looking. He looking at Mel, probably saying, "How can you say that?" Mel saying, "That's what I said." Maurice got a new suit. It looks black. This don't this look like a what's that men's warehouse suit? This don't look like he went to a tailor. He didn't get no good undershirt or it just looks regular. It looks he didn't try. The whole budget went to Kimmy on this one because what is going on? What is going on? Looks like Martell, that orange and black is what Martell wore. But that looked like, so I thought that was a woman's cleavage that arrow was pointing to. Like, I'm not saying it was pointing to her cleavage, but I thought that was hair hanging. Let me go back to it. I thought it was hair hanging, and this must be an optical illusion for me. I could never solve those, by the way. So, ain't no. Yeah, that's a woman's chin. That's a woman's chin right there. So it's just kind of a off contrast going on. Credit One Suits, Joyce. Okay, come through with the names, Joyce. I love it. That's from the Big and Tall store. He pulled that suit out from the garage. Mo is still old. It's still his old dusty self, Shan. Hi, Z. Maybe he's looking at Kiki telling some of the Scott business. Okay, I can see that. Jamie said behind the woman. Oh, y'all got some sharp eyes then. Golly. Okay, got you, Jamie. Let me see if we got anything else here. Okay, it's ending because I saw, well, maybe not ending, but I saw a like comment. Okay, so here we go again with a little more Stormy's look. I don't like it. I'm sorry. The pink has a nice hue. So for y'all that said you like the pink color, I can agree with that. The pink has a very nice hue. And I don't see it. They didn't make enough money from the big bash on the lawn party, right? Right. And you know Marceau wouldn't have shared that anyway, in my opinion. So that wasn't that none of that was going to Maurice. Yeah, that's Stormy and Courtney in pink because Stormy had on cream last season. Oh, got you, Rose. Yeah, I see it's them. Here they go as a couple again. It's bloomed out, or it's very glossy, or I don't know how you say it. It's glossy right now. So it has I can't see detail, but I don't really need to see more. I don't like it. Jamie said no, looks like bubblegum. You can't even give him the shade. That parking lot pimping shindig was a bust. Stacy, you right. Miss Kitty's daughter. I'll take it. Rose said, I just looked back. I tried to see, but everybody has a blurry pic. No, it's blurry. It's not you, Shan. It's blurry. It is. Oh, here we go. A more wide shot. So he's looking at Stormy and Courtney. I still don't know what they said, but he's looking at Stormy and Courtney. Oops. Okay, y'all still there. Lady Queen said she don't like it on them. Okay. Okay. Oh, that's the hair she wore. Oh, the hair is nice. I like the hair. I don't have anything to say. The hair is nice. Okay. Okay. So we saw it. There they go. All right. About $100. Oh, no, he looking at them like for the $100. I could see that. I could see that, Sandra. Okay. Mm-mm-mm. Okay, y'all. Now, I got a backup plan. If nobody comes up to talk, it's okay. I got some stuff I can play. We're going to have to listen to Nesto's calls or something while I draw. And they look like they fell in a bottle of Pepto-Bismol. Dang. They're discussing that $100 fee. I believe it. Oh, a snack of the meal. Hey, Shan, I need glasses too. Glad it's not just me. Hey, hey, a snack of the meal. Okay, Shan, I see you. Okay, let me see. I'm adding you up. Hey, Shan.
I know you needed nobody. I've been had it back there. I was just waiting on you.
Oh, hilarious. Oh, Shan, let me tell you this. I'm telling the chat too. I caught up with my dad today, right? And I said, Dad, have you heard about the Shirley Strawberry woman on Steve Harvey's show and everything? Let me tell y'all what, it ain't grown the whole legs yet. Because he was like, oh, yeah, that was getting to her about talking about Steve and Marjorie. I said, no, Dad, no. I'm talking about Nasty Nesto. I'm talking about what he's accused of. And he didn't know it. I filled him in and I sent him the channel to phone calls from prison. I said, you need to catch up. You need to know. And I said, you're my temperature check on that. A lot of people still don't know what this man has done yet. I'm reading Snack in the Meal comment. I'm doing breast cancer. Breast cancer awareness. But that is hilarious. Snack in the Meal. That's hilarious.
Nobody care about that fool. Your daddy like, who? What?
No, he said he heard the one. He said he don't understand how he could smooth talk anybody. I said, exactly, Dad. We don't understand either. Nobody understands. He was like, she might be slow. I said, I think she is a little slow, Dad. I think so.
No, I actually get it now, though. I actually get it. After the incident reports come out, I'm like, oh, okay. See, we older. Now, I think what he's doing is what he saw other older men do, kind of, but almost like pimpish, kind of. And they used to get away with it. You can't do that anymore. You just can't, because I told you the other day when we was talking, I hate to always be like, well, I done seen that. But
I know you come from a good place, Shan. I got you.
I will say that I've seen, even in court, where they're starting to charge people with this kind of stuff now. Like, men used to be able to sweet talk you out of your money and just roll on off with your funds, tell you what they want to tell you, long as they not still. She gave him everything he spent. He just spent more than she told him he could spend. That's where he went wrong.
Right.
What most people don't know is this would never be in court had he not spent more than she authorized him to spend. That's where he messed up, because he wouldn't be in court right now. That wouldn't have started the effect, because he spent more than he was supposed to. I was like, oh, okay, I get it. Because like I tell you all the time, I'm always asking, like, what, how did they do that? And that's what I was wondering. I was wondering, like, well, where did all this stuff start? Now, what happens is, a lot of people don't realize, when somebody triggers the law to look into you, it don't stop there at what they asking you to look into. Because if I'm looking into you, and while I'm looking into you, everything else fall out the closet, when I open it, that's your fault. You just hit.
Is that you, Jazzy?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, just making sure.
You just hit at that point.
Real fast before y'all go on. Okay, from this point, y'all, because I'm gonna start drawing and looking at my references. If you don't see me highlight your comments, I'm not ignoring you. I'm just I'm gonna start drawing, and so I have to look back at my references and everything. And so that's why my panel's up here to hold it down for me on Sketchy Saturdays. There's a pic out there with Latisha sitting with that side piece. I have to find it. Oh, Joyce. Oh, girl. And Joyce Rose said, please do. Okay, y'all go ahead. I just want you to know if I stop highlighting comments, I'm drawing. That's all that's happening. Okay.
No, I was just saying that I was just saying that I can see how he did it, but I'm still with your father, because it's like I've seen guys do this and they're so smooth. Like he gives, I'm a little, slow. And I'm like, how are y'all letting this man get y'all like that? Because he's giving me, I'm not that smooth with it. And maybe that's why he like actually, and what people most don't know a lot now these days too is actually pimping is against the law now. To the extent as she can agree to do it, but it's still against the law. So it's a lot of stuff that used to happen back in the days that we used to be like, oh, he just, and now they've turned it into a crime. So that's what a lot of people don't realize is like what happened was he was doing all this stuff, and that's where I believe all those other charges came in, because the R charge and the traffic charge and all that stuff, I believe that comes into play as to kind of like con man stuff. Like I need more incident reports, because I'm kind of putting it together in my head how I would in court, but I think in real people land, I believe maybe they got the traffic and the R word from using young girls in that shop and him doing what he just did to those two ladies. Because you can't tell me that they both was, come on now, a massage. What kind of massage you getting that ain't intimate? That's why, and my sister laughed at me because they bought me a massage. I was like, I'm not going to use this. She was like, wow.
Well, no. Shan, did you already go to Pam? Not Pam.
Yeah.
Infamous Sylvia?
Yeah, because they said she got a massage first, but then the next time she was intimate. No, ma'am.
No. Infamous Sylvia, she was reading off the part with the animals and peanut butter and all that stuff.
No, I'm talking about the lady who money he took, who started the case.
Right. I was just making sure, because I was like, you were saying you don't know for sure, or not you don't know for sure, but you were thinking some of those charges came from
the art and the traffic, I believe, came from the shop because of the young girls. That's what I said.
The young girls. Okay. Gotcha. Yeah. I'm following.
I think that came from the young girls. The other stuff, no, I didn't look into that. Anybody that's talking about that, I don't want to read that. I
had to stop it. I didn't listen to the whole thing, but I was just making sure that you were aware that there are written charges.
Yeah, I'm not talking about that part. Okay, I'm not even speaking on that part. The art part and the traffic part is about, I believe, about the shop and the young girls.
Okay.
Because once somebody played that clip from Married to Medicine, I was like, oh, okay. I can see where those charges go into play at, because somebody with a place like that, and that's another thing too. Like, it's another thing that they got in Atlanta that I was like, oh my God, this does not end well. It's a female barber. She cuts guys' hair, but she's real close. Like it's almost like, intimacy. Very. And I'm like, I wish I would catch my husband going to get his hair cut by this lady. Because you 2 seconds from sweating up the sheets with getting a haircut from this lady. That's why I said I feel like his air quotes barbershop was for that. That's what it was. And I believe that's where the charges come from, because I feel like when it hit the news, a lot of people start flowing in and more stuff started coming in. But what I will say also about Miss Shirley is I feel like homegirl just want a man. Because The last call. Did you listen to the last call?
Yes, and I said that's what I didn't want to interrupt you, Shan. That's exactly what I was about to say. She was saying that. She basically said that. I'm like, girl, you are lost.
I hollered.
This man got you going to South or North Carolina after you are
chasing
lost.
this car. He got you chasing this car across the country. And how many times did Miss Shirley say, I can't even drive that car? Well, what you going to get it
from? No, Shan, you know what pissed me off? When he said something and it prompted her to say, well, you know, I can't travel for Thanksgiving, so I need to save to try to get an apartment. And then she said, you know, with the attorney's fees, he said, don't talk about, you know, just stop. I said, you will tell her to stop, and she paying for an attorney for your sorry behind? I was 38 hot. I was hot. I was mad at Shirley and I was mad at him.
I believe somebody told him to quit talking about money on there, because that's one thing that they will listen to and will be like, oh, well, you can afford this and you can afford that and you can. So they probably told him that. People in there telling him stuff. Because what people don't realize is jail is the best place to learn how to be a crook. Like, you come out of there, and most people come out of there and they don't reform. They go try to do other stupid stuff. So it's like, it's so like crazy. And I was like, oh my God, I could not believe. I said, Poe, baby. I was like, I wish she was my grandma. Because I go be like, Grandma, come on, we finna go to church and find you a real decent man. Let me pick him. Let me pick him. You cannot pick him. I'm going to pick him for you. Because apparently your pickings ain't good. And then when he said his son, I guess his son was the one that was taking her around or whatever, and that's my nickel. I was like, oh. I was like, and she just sounds so defeated. I'm like, is she? I said,
she was trying to stay on the phone. This man trying to rush her off the phone. I'm like, what are you hanging on to? There is nothing here. What are you doing?
And just like you said, I don't believe, just like everybody else, that there's any paperwork for her to sever ties with him anywhere. I don't believe that. Yeah. I don't believe it. Not the way she was talking. She want to be attached to that man. Yeah. Whether it's legal or not, she don't care. Disappointing. And I was like, wow. Yeah. Yep. Wow. Yep. Wow. That's all I could say was, wow.
The more the calls from last night, the more they kept going, I was like, oh, this is bad. I mean, I know it's bad already, but she's not. If this hadn't come out, she wouldn't even have pretended probably like she was going anywhere. Possibly, I don't know, because even though she stopped paying the attorney's fee, she might just be broke now. I don't even know for sure if it was because she didn't want to pay him anymore. I don't even know.
I think baby girl broke, because why are you not in your own place? Yeah. Why are you not in your own place? Why are you not in your own place?
It's bad. It's bad. The fact that there is still no annulment filed is telling me a lot.
Me too.
It's too much information out here.
Yeah, that's more of what tells me that Miss Shirley, this is what Miss Shirley wants. She want that. And you knew he was. I mean, first of all, I'm not about to be with no crook like that. For real. Like, if that's not the type of life you live, and how her brand is people trusting her, what she says. How can somebody trust what you says if this is what you're doing? Like, come on now. You losing all credibility as a mouthpiece at this point.
Lost.
Well, y'all been watching it. I'm sorry. My apologies.
Go ahead, Jazzy.
Yeah, I've been listening. I had to start where I be clocking off. My time wasn't right, so I had to start paying more attention at work. But I got a chance. I went back and listened. He said, wow. It seemed like he was laughing at her. Yes. He kept saying, wow. I'm like, well, it was funny, but it wasn't funny. I was dying laughing. The one I went back and listened to on my own was about the truck. And she said, I think she said that they took the truck and they may take her wedding ring. And he was like, "You having one hell of a day." I'm just like, he not so good. He not. Oh, but it was funny though. He even thought it was funny.
Oh yeah, he was having a time.
He was like, "Wow!" Like I don't think he could have
Ain't nothing but sweat inside my hands, so I dig into my pocket on my.
Is that my Detroit girl?
So I start my mission.
I muted her. I think that was Shan.
Yeah, but that was it. He was that wow. He had me cracking up. I ain't never heard nothing like that in my life.
Right? It's I don't understand his supposed smooth talking, Jazzy. I don't see it. I don't hear it. I don't see it.
I mean, he really laughed at her.
He did.
A few times. And it's not
my
funny.
bad, y'all. That was my husband. He came up here with his phone ringing. I'm like,
oh, that was his phone. Oh, that's funny.
And I'm dancing in the background.
That's funny.
He's showing his age.
I could imagine you trying to tell him to cut it off or like get out of here.
Like, you know how you be doing your arm?
Yes.
Because I was in another window too, because I was looking up I was trying to find to see if anybody had posted the reunion look so I could have sent it to you.
Oh,
so I had to find the tab but you muted it for me. Because I'm like,
Trendie, you photoshopped the mess out of the Melisance.
Oh, thank
girl,
you.
Yes.
Thank you. Yes. I was like, I know we all see this. I know we see this. So it was in my head. I was telling T-Talk, sometimes I get images in my head. I got to get them out. But thank you. Yes. I was like, this is it. This is
when I saw it, that's what I thought. Originally, first glance, I'm like, okay, Beyonce, come through, mother. Come through, mother. Because that's exactly what it was given straight off rip. Like, okay,
yep.
girl.
Yep. I'm like, where is her horse?
Exactly. You know, you did good, and I liked the way I think the video you did earlier was 2+ minutes. You didn't go through details, and you didn't say, said go to Miss Black Titanic page. Yeah. I like the way you did that too, because you don't want to step on nobody's feet.
Exactly.
And that to me was perfect because I didn't step on feet on the accident and or did it on purpose, whatever. And that's because I don't like messing. So the way you did that showed a lot of respect for Mel herself, like, because
it is about the kids. At the end of the day, everybody wants her kids to be with her full time. I think even her, but it's just
and thank y'all for getting the point. I'm like, I am confirming something for you. I just am not reading it verbatim. Like I'm trying to tell y'all.
I think it was more of the title because initially, I will tell you, I did think like, oh gosh, she found what's new? What the popped off? That's what I was thinking. But you explained yourself and said this is a quick video, blah 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 blah. That's not clickbait. That's you saying I'm just confirming. And go see Miss Black Titanic. You said that. Yeah. So honestly, your little blurb sent people to her video. So I mean, I do see some clickbait stuff. That's why I don't travel the YouTube streets like I used to, because clickbait. It was everybody was doing it. So it's not as bad as it used to be, and especially for sports stuff, it was really horrendous.
I told Mr. Trendie, I said, now depending on how my people that know me. The people that know me, because it don't matter if you don't know me, of course, then you're not even already gonna know my tone and stuff anyway. But for the people that know me, I said how they receive this will let me know, and that's how y'all received it is how I meant to give it. So I am
a high level of respect, a very high level of respect. Some things you just don't want to discuss, like Shan said, her kids involved. Some things you just don't, even though it be public, you don't want to hear it.
And I'll tell you this, it wouldn't even have been that much. Black Titanic said, trending, do you see this case file number? Can you, just go check on it? So I was like, I'm going to check on it because the queen asked. Because I had already told y'all, I'm just sitting on my hands on that one.
Right. Because it upset me to see all those people taking that one document from an ongoing not paternity, but an ongoing custody case and running with it. Because that's a document, and I knew it was a legal document. I knew it was from the court. However, it's incomplete. So if you gonna run with one document, and I really hope that's why Mel going back to court, because you don't want your kids out here in the atmosphere.
Right.
In my opinion, if I was her lawyer, I'd be taking him back to court on the fact that you don't want your kids online, yet and still you take paperwork from court and take it to YouTube. We actually have a video of you saying what I sent you.
Right.
What? Boy.
Hey,
you deserve your flowers for that, Trendie, because it respect, it was the respect, it was show maturity, growth. Everybody ain't, like Shan said, everybody ain't doing stuff for clickbait. You follow somebody, you admire, you like them. You don't want to put nothing out there, whether you could or whether you can't. Like, I just love the way you did it. I'm like, okay, I see the respect.
You've been over here for a while, and you I just appreciate it. Thank you. I'm like, and I'm sure when it comes out, it probably won't, unless I see, and I'm saying this very like if the stars align type thing, but unless I see a direct message from Melody Cherie, it's probably not gonna happen, because no.
Right.
Respect,
because
maturity,
that's what
growth.
bothered me about the whole thing anyway, was the fact that people were running with something about kids. We don't get that intricate with some of the big time celebrities and their custody issues and stuff like that. So why would you do that with reality stars? And the fact that it's ongoing? Like, I talk to people all the time about different cases, and I'll be like, well, let it play out. Let's see what happens. People ask me all the time about stuff, and I'll be like, I can't tell you, because it has to play out further, because this ain't it. It's just not, this not the end. Because the other day I was just doing some work for somebody, looking into something, and I said, it's not over, so I can't tell you nothing, because it's not over. You won't know anything until it's over, till something is done. And just like with that, it wasn't over. It was far from being over. Even when he did his interview, they still had another court date. You know what I'm saying? You couldn't do anything. Like, he just, I really hope, because they have a complaint right here. The kids can't be on social media, but you can go on social media and talk about them and put their business out there. The business that you don't want known.
True.
It's a lot. The Bible saying, I try to live off of this. Treat others that you want done unto yourself. If you don't want, I do a little gossip here and there, but I really try to stay away from it. But if you don't want it done unto you, even if it was true, don't do it to nobody else. I mean, you're a blogger, whatever, but I wouldn't want my information out there like that. Case file, this, that, and the third. And I was just so happy when you spoke on it very briefly. I'm like, oh yeah, that's how you do it. You don't want to, ruffle no feathers, and you just did. I just seen a lot of growth. Not saying growth like that, a lot of maturity. I just like it, a lot of respect.
Thank you, Chad.
There's so much stuff going on, with them that love marriage. You don't know what's true, what's not, but it wasn't for clickbait, and I liked it. Again.
Thank you, Jazzy. I appreciate it.
And that's why I still talk over here, because it's not a lot of conspiracy and what we think, what we want. Like, we deal with a lot of what we see, what the facts is. Now, sometimes we get into it because we always say, well, but that's just that little everybody. But sometimes it goes just a little bit too far for me. That's why none of y'all probably see me anywhere else too much, because I can only listen to it for so much. Then I'm like, I'm out, because I don't like this. I think that's so-and-so. And I think this, because the minute somebody say they think something, and me and Trendie had this conversation, I go and find out.
She did not let me stick to my one little thought that one time, and I'll tell y'all which one it was. And I'm glad she did check me. She checked me fast when I was like, Steve Harvey hooking this woman up with nastiness stuff. And she was like, Trendie, I ain't seen not one thing in writing that actually said he was the one that introduced him. Sure enough.
I went all the way back to the wedding. Okay. I went all the way back. I listened to where because it's on, and what people don't understand, it's a lot of stuff is out there. It's on iHeartRadio. If you want to listen to a certain date from a certain thing, it's on iHeartRadio for free. You can listen to the episode where he proposed. Nothing in that did they say Steve introduced us, and that would be the prime time with him, the way that he name dropped to say, oh yeah, Steve hooked us up, my boy Steve. And if you notice, he does not talk about Steve in a way that he says he knows Steve. She does.
And the more I listen for it, the more I'm like, he sure don't say it as if he know this man. He don't act like he know this man. The only time it come up, he asked Shirley about him, but it wasn't like he had access to him. I was like, God, dog. I just sat up here and made up my. I ran with something on that one on accident.
But also some stuff when I've seen places where I've seen other bloggers say Steve will come for you. Steve did this to me, that to me. He blocked my this, he did that. So I was like, let me check this out for her because I done heard people say Steve come for you. So let me go on and make sure that we get this right because Steve will come for you. That's what I heard in the street, in the YouTube streets. Steve ain't out here playing.
I've heard that. I haven't. Yeah, they were saying, be careful. And it's still probably true. I was like, oh, I knew I was. And like I said, that's why I said I know I can be messy because I do them lips. I was being messy, obviously. Like there was only one.
But you know what? Them lips was good. That was so realistic. That looked just like that man. I was like, wow. I was like, wow. He would actually like that, honestly, because he talks about them, but they didn't look bad.
Well,
they didn't look bad. The teeth looked nice and everything. It didn't look bad. Like, I mean, he got some soup coolers, but they didn't look bad.
He do got some
paying for lips like that these days.
Exactly.
But yeah, that's one thing that I do. And I like, that's why I come over here because I know you, because even when you and I talk about stuff, we have to fact check. I always know when we talk about something, I got to send you where I got it from. Or what, because I know how you are since day one when came over to you, like back when. Yeah. I know that's the kind of stuff that you like. So you never have to ask me to find something. I just send it to you.
You do send it already with the facts.
I make my statement and my link is right behind it. And you be like,
you do.
I have a side note. Trendie, I seen you earlier. I'm not sure. I think I seen you. I'm not sure. But in Miss Black Titanic Live. I admire what she do with Black history and teaching, and oh my God, the more and more I listen to her and to learn something, just to educate our people, like I'm just, oh my gosh, I love Miss Black Titanic. I see you in there with the book club.
I'll probably say hi later. I haven't been able to make it to the actual time it's happening in real time.
Oh, I didn't see you in there. I thought I seen you in there.
That wasn't me.
Oh, girl, my bad.
You okay?
You in there?
You okay?
I could have sworn I seen you in there. And she mentioned you too. Okay, my bad. I'm tripping.
You probably saw me in a live, but just not the members only live.
Okay.
Because I've been in some of her recent lives.
Yeah, she had mentioned. I like what she do. That's what I like YouTube for. Even though I be part of the little drama, but I like YouTube for the teaching, the educational, the drama free. That's what I love about YouTube. And she bring that. You bring it. I don't think. Only drama I seen was the catfish, but that ain't really no drama. I never see you in nothing, so I like that too. It's comfortable.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Yeah, that's the closest I hope to ever get. And I just want to enjoy it over here. I don't want to dread coming on YouTube.
This would made me quit watching Atlanta a long time ago. When people are loving hip hop, you see a group of Black women, and I'm just because I love my people, and they can't sit down and eat. I quit watching certain TV shows. I can't stand that. And I don't know. That's what I just admire about certain channels. You don't see no drama, no mess. You don't hear it,
Yeah.
I like that.
I gravitate to them as well, for sure. When I was in the bushes before I, got on my first panel and all that stuff, that's how I was scoping them out to see where do I feel comfortable? Where does my stomach not tighten up from nerves and all this stuff? And I was like, okay, so this feels nice. Like consistently, this place feels nice. So I would hang out over there.
I have to admit, y'all, I'm a love it. I'm a love it hip hop fan.
Oh no, me too, but just not too much for me.
Right, but that's it for me. Like, that's my mess right there.
Don't be shamed, Shan. Ain't nobody gonna shame you for being.
No, I'm just saying because I don't like mess though. I don't. I come see like because I'm mad about Love and Marriage Huntsville because I always thought it was about power couples and all this and Huntsville coming to life and all that. But I go to Love and Hip Hop for Love and Hip Hop stuff.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I don't go to Real Housewives for Love and Hip Hop stuff. I go to Real Housewives to see Brunchen and Shay and Kiki, and we talk mess about each other. But at the reunion, we make up, we have our champagne, we toast, and we come back and do it all over again.
Mm-hmm.
Move on to the next subject. And the same thing, because honestly, when I first started watching Love and Marriage, I was under the assumption it was more of a real estate thing, black power couples, and like that.
Mm-hmm.
So it caught me off guard when I watched it. We talk about this lady and her husband. I'm like, oh, what I done jumped into? Okay, but it was interesting, so I stayed. But it's just like I go to Love and Hip Hop for Love and Hip Hop, and Melody is too cute for Love and Hip Hop.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Yeah, I watched 3 hours of Love and Hip Hop. I catch up time to time. But I kind of try to stay away, I don't know, maybe because I'm old. I'm 40, so look, I feel like I'm so special.
I was saying that I'm a year younger than you, Jesse.
Oh, I was thinking about changing my name on YouTube to Niecy. To Niecy? Old and stuff. But I don't know. I like Love and Hip Hop too. I don't love it like I used to, but I do like it. I tune in and I see what's going on the blogs. And then I go catch an episode or something, but I really be trying to stay away. I mean, it makes me so mad when they can't go out to eat or they just can't get along. Even with YouTube, that bothers me sometimes. I have to learn mind my business and let shit go. And it took me a second to learn it. Mind your business. Mind your business.
Mind your business.
My sister be telling me, mind your business. Mind your business. Yeah. No, proud of you, Trendie, and your artwork. I love it.
Thank you.
I noticed the glow up.
Thank you.
What made you want to do that Silver? You just soon as you seen Mel in the Silver, you thought about Beyonce?
Yes.
Yeah.
And I was like, can I find this horse by itself? Because I need to put Mel on this horse. Then I was like, does she have a picture that would make sense on this horse? Like, yes, that's exactly what happened. Yes, ma'am.
Y'all got to come to the book club though if y'all can't make it.
I definitely. Well, I'm part of it. I just be time. Lord time. But yes, I'm part of it. I'm supporting.
What time
I'll probably be catching replay gang if I'm not live because I am curious. Oops.
What time is 7? It's 3:15. What time does Love and Marriage Huntsville come on tonight?
8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 7 p.m. Central Standard Time.
I think I'm gonna cancel my live tonight. I didn't realize.
So are you going to go with it, Jazzy? Because I remember you saying that you were gonna step back.
Well, my daughter leaving, I don't want to get sad. I'm not in it to be monetized because I kind of the drama kind of pushed me away from YouTube. But I do want to talk sometime, and so my daughter leaving me, y'all. She leaving Monday, which I'm proud of. But yeah, I'm gonna Debbie gonna be there tonight. So I posted for 8 o'clock. She said she'd be there, but I don't want to do it. I don't want to do it when the show was on. And so I don't know. I'm gonna talk to Debbie and check our time because it's 8 o'clock. I posted 8 o'clock. My time, Pacific Standard. So I don't want to interrupt.
Got
Ooh,
you.
8 o'clock your time is 12 here, ain't it?
Wait, is she Pacific? Are you Pacific Standard Time?
Pacific.
It's three. It's
Oh.
3:17 right now.
It's what?
3:17.
Oh yeah, that would be 11 p.m. your time, Jazzy.
No, I posted 8 o'clock my time.
Yeah,
I don't know what
8
time
o'clock your time. Let me go
Yeah.
look at it because 8 o'clock your time is 11 Eastern and what's Central?
10 Central.
Yeah, so the show should be gone off by then.
Yeah.
Okay. I ain't got my glasses too, and I apologize, chat. Sometimes y'all be speaking, I be working, and I don't get a chance to speak to everybody individual, but I be listening. So I just say, hi, Trendie, mods in chat, but I don't do the sometimes I don't have my glasses, sometimes I be working. So I apologize if y'all spoke and I didn't speak back.
You already know you good. I be apologizing too though. When I be on mobile, I am like, this is not the same as when I'm on my computer and I can just let it auto complete the names for me. It's not the same.
I know that's what happened to me earlier today. I was on my iPad in the living room and I'm like, man, I don't feel like going in that office. Cause it was like typing out them names was a beast.
Oh,
that was a mess.
CashApp question.
Mm-hmm.
Now we talked about. I know y'all talked about. I know we all talked about. Did you think? I always call it tissue, Tisha. After watching that little clip today, do you think? I kind of feel like always it was more so is the ringleader just keeping drama. But do you think that she just absolutely jealous?
That part too. I think it's a little bit of both.
Yeah.
Because after what Mel said, I couldn't understand in the clip, the new clip for tonight. I couldn't understand that either. And I'm like, why is that? Like, what's going on with that? And now I see, because now I understand from what Mel said. I was like, okay, because I was wondering why Tisha was coming in hot. I'm like, is she just coming at everybody like this? But no, she didn't. She just came in hot with Mel. But we already know that she looks up to Mel. She envies Mel. She looks up to her, and in turn, she's very envious of her at the same time. So she can't, for some reason, she can't just give her kudos or her flowers now.
Yeah,
I'd be taking notes.
And Tisha is the very definition of someone having a battery in their back via Marceau in this case. But yeah, she's being wound up by him, but you know, you got to have your own mind at some point.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I would be taking notes. You got a boss lady, multiple business, and you know that's just the ones we know about multiple. She got all kinds of stuff going on. I'm assuming, I don't know, all kind of stuff going on behind the scenes. She's a boss lady, and they from Dr. Shadita's. You know, Mel been a boss long before the show. She been having multiple avenues. Right. I would be taking notes.
Yeah.
People got to stop it with this hate and this jealousy. And I'm not about to go to turn into Martin Luther King, but people got to stop it. You know, I get, you know, people really got to stop it. Like, why you just can't take notes? Why can't we just get along? It bothered me. Yeah. Like, you know, get along. Take notes. You got somebody in your face just willing to help you take it to a whole nother level. You ain't got to scam, but maybe just in their DNA to be scammers. I don't know, but I know I would be taking notes.
Yeah.
But that clip shows.
Life I would.
Jazzy J, the clip shows why she acts like that, because Marceau, when Mel took her out to network that time, he was 46, he was 57 hot. And he was, you taking my wife? And that's what he feels like. And that's why I think now that I'm seeing all this stuff together, I'm like, oh yeah, I forgot about that. And I forgot about that. I forgot he even said that. So now I'm thinking like, oh, okay, that's why he does the attention thing. Not let alone he's infatuated with Mel. I already know that. Yeah. But not only that, but he wants Tisha to think like, Mel trying to ruin my marriage so she can have him. Even though nobody want him, like she said, the man gotta have teeth on the bottom, top and bottom. So this is just, that's Tisha's problem. And then you got to think too, Jazzy, Tisha was raised like this. Miss Wanda raised her, pitting her against Kiki, her and Kiki against each other. So if you're raised like that, and then you leave that one home to the next home where now he just saw you get close with this lady, now he pitting you against her because she not what he wants you to do. He wants you to be like her, but don't do what she did. Don't leave.
Yes. And I'm if you see me, I'll stop moving. I'm posting the link for our watch along because I'm riding the clock to the end today. I don't know what's going on. So I'm posting the
Tisha,
link.
I feel and in that aspect, I usually keep it to myself, but I feel a little bad for Tisha in that aspect because the baby is lost because she done been ruined by her mama and her man. Because you can't you can't be raised on worrying about what somebody else is doing because you do what you do. Because what they do, whether it's for them, it's for them, and what's for you, is for you.
Right.
And my grandma was big on that. It ain't for you. God ain't put that in your path for a reason. It ain't for you. So what's for somebody else, let it be for them. And I've always been a stickler on, I ain't trying to do what somebody else trying to do. I'm doing what I do.
I think the last time I felt sorry for her was when probably that season when she was trying to go around and learn from Melody and he was impeding her. That's probably the time I felt bad for her. That's probably I'm not saying I'll never, but I don't have it for her right now. But I do see how you could feel bad for her. But if she wasn't such an active participant in this as well, she do too much. She do too much.
Yeah. I feel sorry for Kiki though.
Oh,
Definitely.
Yes. Yes.
I feel sorry for Kiki, and I do believe she's kind of not, the fans really like her and understand her situation, and that's that problem. I feel like long as she around, what's his name, Marceau, legs, hip, and breast, he gonna keep bringing her down. Hey, I missed it because I was driving, I was working, and I ran to the store. You was mentioning something trending the other day, or can we go backwards?
Yeah. This is
Okay, so
freestyle.
you was mentioning the other day about the business that is all in Tisha's name with the course and everything. Do you think she see that yet that she's being played like a fiddle, or she could get in trouble?
Not unless she
Let
watching
me
these
clarify
videos.
this too, because I'm glad you asked, Jazzy. Let me first say this. Now, I have not seen it for myself where she is 85% owner. That's what Marceau testified to in his deposition. But they are somewhere registered in some registry as a woman-owned business. So if she has to be majority to be registered as a woman-owned business, and you do have to show proof to register, from my understanding. So I don't know where that is, but somewhere on a document they have put that she has majority ownership. Just want to throw that out there. I don't know what now I don't know if that's like, I don't know what they do that's true or a lie. They do too much lying, in my opinion, for me to figure that out. But for them to be registered as a woman owned, they showed paperwork that she was majority owner. So just to straighten that part out, then I think that possibly it's come to Tisha's attention about some things, but I still don't know if she's got it in her head that she's being played. I feel like it's been brought to her attention, but I don't know. I don't think she thinks that yet, that she is being played. If that makes sense.
Yeah, it makes plenty of sense. I don't know what's gonna take some women to get it. I don't. I was listening. I don't know who I was listening to today, but they would say I think Tisha just want the when they talk, just the idea to say like I'm married or I've been married for XYZ.
Sound like Shirley. I mean, yep.
Yeah, just I don't know. I don't know what it's gonna take for people to really figure it out. You'd be better off by yourself.
It's peaceful if you then rather to be with someone that causes you all this trouble. It would be more peaceful to just be by yourself and have a fun friend for every now and again.
Exactly, that's what I'm talking about.
And I don't think she knows. Lady Queen says she don't think she knows. Tisha knows everything. She doesn't think Tisha knows everything that's going on. She doesn't. And what I will say is because it showed in that episode last week or week before last when she asked him, So how's the lawsuit going?
Yeah,
Literally,
girl.
she did not know that, man, he just burnt it down, basically. He just burnt it to the ground. He
didn't
just
even try.
smashed it. Like, and I think the same, just like Jazzy just said, it's the same thing with Shirley. Like, you don't want to know. You know that the water ain't clear, but you don't want to know why it ain't clear. And that's the whole thing. Tisha think Marceau got it. Marceau gonna take care of us. Look at us now. Look at how we. Yeah, and I feel so. It takes me all the way back, and I guess I'm gonna age myself to when Oprah first started, and she used to have the shows where the women would come on, the married women that get divorced, and now you was living this nice life, and now you're waiting tables and you could barely pay rent, and you distraught because you don't know what happened. Yeah, that's the problem. You don't know what happened.
Right.
That's the problem for anybody. You don't know what happened. And the way that a lot of women were taught back then was, and it's really kind of weird because my grandmother picked cotton, but when they moved here, she had the wherewithal. We used to go up to the place every week and pick up my granddaddy checks. And for the life of me, I did not know why my grandma was going to pick up this man checks every week. But you know why? To make sure the stuff got done. And that's the type of approach that you would have to take that most women started giving up. Most people think when you submit and you're in a marriage and you're doing things together as a couple that it has to be a certain way. No, there's no specific roles. There's no specific anything. And Tisha is of the mindset, and Marceau is definitely male chauvinistic, and he's of the mindset that the man runs it. And that's not necessarily how it is. My grandfather gladly gave away that privilege. Anytime you asked him about or anything, go talk to your grandma. He'd be like, go talk to your grandma, whatever she say, whatever she's, you know what I'm saying? It was, and it's like, are you really gonna let him do you like that? But then I have to think about Wanda, because you want to have a boyfriend and a husband and you think that's cute. And that's why I feel like that's where my thing comes for Tisha is you can't do better if you don't know better. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And the problem is, at the end of the day, when this comes crashing down, it's really not, my sympathy usually does not lead to like the adults. At the end of the day, it leads to them babies. Because
right.
Macy and the other little baby, what's gonna happen to them when it all come tumbling down? Is they gonna have to go to Bessemer and move in with Wanda? Like,
oh girl,
you know what I'm saying? Like, that's the thing, because and what a lot of people don't understand is Zen Garden's case is not criminal yet.
Right. Yet.
So it's basically about Zen Gardens, and Marceau is the one who brought this upon himself, because what y'all gonna see when Trendie finally start reading is he brought this on himself, and all he had to do was let it go, because they were letting it go. They were just moving on. And I believe the reason Zen Garden was moving on was for the mere fact that it was a woman-owned company, and we're not gonna do this lady like that.
Dang.
In my opinion, because when I look at who owns Zen Garden, I'm thinking about how they feel about women. They're not gonna bulldoze over women like that. But when he brought this suit, this is what we doing. Okay, so this is what we doing. Let's get it. Let's go.
Good point, Shan.
Because I have to think in my mind and in my business mind, why wouldn't Zen Garden come for him first? And they've already spent the money. People staying in the place, right? They're using the property. They fixed it all up. It's open. Like, okay, why didn't they come for it? Oh, now I know when I start seeing names and hearing names or whatever. Okay, because we have a large population of that community here, and they don't come for women like that. They will just move on from a woman and move on. I feel like was not even going to badmouth the company. Dang. Because look at how much more money he spent, and he didn't badmouth the company.
Yeah.
So it's like, I had to think about that, and that's why I always sit there and I'm like, what's really going on? But what I was going to say too is Tisha right now is in financial trouble. The whole family is basically the Scott 1.0 is in financial trouble when this is resolved, because they're gonna be sitting there. I ain't got it.
Yeah.
And the second part is sometimes what a lot of people don't realize is in civil cases, the IRS be sitting in the back pew in the courtroom. And if they see or feel like there's any misappropriation, or if the funds aren't being spent or used the way that they're supposed to be used, they in turn are allowed to open up their own case. Ooh. And then on top of that, what a lot of people don't know is sometimes the opposing attorneys will call them on you and have them come sit in the back, because literally a complaint is just a piece of paper. Now you can do it online, like for a lot of different stuff. That's why I don't understand why these people that Marceau or Scope is doing wrong, the company, why are y'all not filing complaints against their license? Why are you not? Because if you file a complaint against their license, then there's marks for others coming behind to see that, oh, okay, this is what they do.
Yeah. And I said that I was like, I feel like there's not enough paper trail for when Scott have done wrong. I feel like people just be glad to get rid of them, and then they don't, keep going forward with the paper trail just in case.
But a complaint is just that, a complaint.
I know.
You put it in.
I ain't saying they shouldn't or should be a lot of trouble. I'm just saying
most people
seem like.
But most people don't understand that. They be like, oh, it's too much to do that. It takes too long. No, it don't. A complaint is just that. It's a complaint. A lot of times you could call an 800 number in certain states and just make your complaint that way. They type it up for you and investigate it, and they'll send you a letter and tell you how it works. I know that's how they do it here. Mm-hmm. But in some other states, they want you to physically just fill out a piece of paper. Mm-hmm. But what's wrong with filling out a piece of paper? And I think a lot of times people feel like, I shouldn't have did this. I shouldn't have did that. I don't want to be judged. I messed it up. I did this. I did that. You may not have checked it out as thoroughly as you could have, but you shouldn't have to if they're out there representing themselves as a reputable business.
Right.
And people don't understand that, because if you wrong me, that's the first thing. I'm going for your license. Then I'm coming for my money.
Exactly. I used to, I don't know, Tisha, I'm so used to calling her Tissue, but I just feel like she know about the scamming part of it. I believe she in on it with the records, with the shop thingy. I think she be in on the scamming. I just don't think she know how deep he goes on with everything. Probably with the lawsuits, but I believe she know he's a scammer. I believe she be in on the scamming. Allegedly, and in my opinion, she ain't that slow. I don't know. And I said this. Do y'all remember was the last season when Destiny was on? I don't know what season it was, when she acted like she was, when Mel and her mother was arguing, and she just stood there like she wanted to fight. It looked like she was ready to swing on Mel.
When Destiny
reopened, Tisha.
When Tisha. Destiny, I didn't even see she looked like she.
But I believe Tisha. I believe she. I'm not sure about the book sense because she can't spell. I don't like that. No, yeah, but I believe she's streets. I believe she got street smarts. I believe that she is scammer too. I think she know the way she acted with that situation versus towards Mel, and the way she act now towards Stormy, anybody else. I believe that girl play a big role. I think she be knowing exactly what be going on, especially with her marriage or even the business. I believe she a scammer. She just play a role for the TV to act like she don't know. I think she played the naive role, but she not that naive. I don't know. That's my opinion. I don't think she did know.
I agree with you, Jazzy. I totally agree with you because I don't think she's that naive. I think she knows that he is not above board with everything, but I don't think she knows how much he's not above board. That's the only thing. Because from what you guys were saying about and what some people were doing when they were reviewing the recording between him and the barber, she knows some stuff. And see, that's where Marceau is playing her very well because she knows enough to not question. You know, she knows enough to not question. Yeah, she know it ain't above 100 because he's telling her enough to make her not question. Like, I know what's going on. You know, she want to be that like what's it, the other Tasha Scott. I know what's going on. You know, you do? Because if you know, we know something wrong, sis.
Yeah.
But when you, and also, how many of us, when you've been in it, you don't see it. You'll see it for what it's worth when you're in it and you like what you in at the moment. But once it all come crashing down, you're gonna be like, because even Mel said that when she was sitting there talking about what she should have, what her 30-year-old self would have done versus her 40-year-old self to her 30-year-old self. You know, she's like, you know, it's a difference. Yeah, because when you in it, you going through it and it feel good. You feel like, and Tisha feel like they look at what they doing. They got, we riding good, we looking good, we going from house to house, which that part is, to me, is crazy. You trying to, if he ever gets her in Bedrock or Scott Rock or whatever the heck it's called,
Scott Rock.
if he ever makes that happen, then there's nothing that man. If he was smart enough, he would move heaven and earth to make that happen. Because once he make that happen, ain't nothing nobody can say about him. Nothing.
Yeah.
Nothing.
But I'll tell you one thing. I've been going through a little stuff with the kids leaving, and let me tell y'all how good God is. The way I had to take life. This will help me in reading the Bible. My kids, you know, they're teenage, 20, but they all graduated from high school, 2 in college, 1 on their way to the Army, and 1 in high school. So I'm so blessed in that aspect because I don't have to worry about some of the other things. But like, I know, you know what I'm saying? I know my husband. I know they father. I know a scammer when I see one. Been knowing that. I choose to, like, I know. Like, I believe people be knowing. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm thankful to where I'm at and everything. But I just feel like she knows. She just, I don't know. I pretend like she don't know. Like, I know my whole situation. I'm so blessed. I'm thankful for it all. But I believe with, you know, she may want to stay in it for the family or the kids, you know, stay with them because the family, don't nobody really want to separate. You don't never get married to say, hey, I'm going to get divorced. You've been with someone that, but they trust us wives know exactly what be going on. And we separated, but we still married. We know exactly what be going on. She know. I don't.
Yeah, and some things are, Jazzy, even for you, would you say some things are, we married, I know, but at this point, I'm out because I can't take no more.
I'm out. I'm gone. I've been out. We still legally married. I still get good benefits and all of that stuff, but I'm out. But I knew you could play crazy if you want. Let me tell you. So we separated. So I stayed faithful on my vows, whatever. Long story short, so I met this dude. I was with this dude for a year plus. Kind of find out the dude was married. I met him when his BM was pregnant. All kind of stuff. I couldn't believe it. And I stayed there because my heart was there. When I got out like women know. We know what's up. Either we ignore it and we try to deal with it, but at the end of the day, we all got common sense. Like, we know, you know. I don't think, we know. She ain't fooling me. I think she know way more, and I believe she's the way she acted when she sat down at the table storming like she was ready to fight, and the way she was talking. I said, oh, yeah, Tisha from the street, just like anybody else, even though we know that. But that's all pretend. I believe she just doing that for the cameras or to save face, because no, you don't want to separate from your husband. It's already like she a single parent now.
Yeah.
He's not active with her son, so I believe she know way more than when she let off. I kind of believe everything that they say on TV is a lie. I believe probably 5-10% of the real life is what they show. I believe it's all, plots and plans and storylines. I could be wrong, y'all.
I don't think they show none of their life. Actually, I don't think anything we see from them is real. For real, if you want to be honest. I think Tisha knows more than she's telling us that she knows as far as him and what he do out in them streets. She know all that. She know all that. Huntsville is not huge. And I will say Huntsville is not big as our city here. So our city, we always say this city too small, and our city is huge. It's a million people in our city, but I'm like, it's too small. So you can't tell me that he in a quarter of the size of my city, and you don't know, girl. Bye. You know for sure. And if you don't know, you got a feeling. Because like you just said, Jazzy, we all got that, like, something ain't right about that. I don't like that. We all got that. But
try to save face. What about Kimmy? You think because Kimmy seems like she always taking up. She's a very well speaker, which I wish I could do.
Side chick. She's side chick of the year too. Like, I mean, that's why I used to be kind of like about Kimmy, because I thought she was so smart, and I still think that she's smart, but I think she a smart side chick because you knew you was a side. Because regardless of what anybody say, you may not be together or whatever the case may be, but you're married. You know what I'm saying? And unless you in a marriage where we ain't getting back together, we've been apart for whatever. But if we're working on a marriage or this marriage is so new, like I always say, I can't understand how a guy have a baby with his wife. We supposedly separate. No, I'm only here for the kid, and you stick around for 5 years thinking he gonna leave this woman. Like, make that make sense. At what point, and what month, or what point do you say, oh, he's not leaving? He ain't never leaving, because if he's gonna leave, he'd have left when he met you. That's in my mind. And sometimes you got a real small percentage where they do leave, but the majority of the time he ain't leaving, because if he was leaving, he'd have left. Just like you said, y'all been separate for a while, and that's exactly what happens in most, you know what I'm saying? That's how it happens. Y'all separate, y'all go about your own business. Maurice Rose said, I think Maurice was playing both women. He was. But at what point, when you find out that he playing both of y'all, do you stay? Because I believe she stuck around when she found out that he was still messing around with his wife. Make that make sense?
Because I knew from the beginning. I'm just I now T-shirt like I got, but Kimmy, I'm just like, you can't be like, them book smarts don't have nothing to do with it, but she just seems like she could speak well, she could cover this and that, but I feel like she's the one of the, I don't know if I should say one of the snakiest ones.
No, like Kimmy is coming off like that.
But you know what gave Kimmy away from me, Jazzy, on the reunion when she said, I said we're not gonna talk about what Maurice does. Huh?
Ooh.
Why we ain't gonna talk about what he doing 5 a.m. at what, ma'am?
What was that part?
What was it? Was it 5 a.m. or what? We not gonna talk about what Maurice? What was? Do you know exactly how she put it, Trendie?
I don't. Y'all know. You know my memory don't be. It ain't gonna.
I know for sure that she just said that we not gonna talk about what Maurice do after hours. Put it like that. She said, we not gonna talk about what Maurice do after hours. And that tells me right there, if we not gonna talk about what he does after hours, you know what he does after hours.
Yeah, that's weird.
Okay, so let me ask you this: do you think she's another? We know she's another co-star, but another co-star, but just one with more brains. They could talk or try to talk, you know, with the same as co-star, allow it and whatever it is, what it is. She just got a little bit of brains and know how to speak.
I feel like that's now where I'm at. Yeah, Jazzy.
Damn. Definitely.
Because whenever you say something about Maurice, what is it, hotel teacher, she seemed like she, handle the conversation, or she stand up, or she speak for them. Like she they voice, they mouth. So she just a stupid mouth. Is that what it is?
And that's because she's taken up for it, because if it comes out what they're really doing, then all of it's gonna come out. The part from the beginning to the end. Because honestly, actually, and I just said I don't like conspiracies, but in my mind, you was messing with him when he was actually married. You was whatever, and when he was married, because we still don't really know how you met the man, because we got so many stories.
She herself has given a lot of different stories.
Yeah. Well, no, I seen a proof they pulled up some Facebook stuff from way back. She went to Kaya's sex party.
What?
I don't know where I was at. Yeah, she had like a little toy party. My mom and them used to have them back in the day, but she went there, and that's way before that. So, no, she knew exactly what she was doing and who he was or whatever. I think Kaya just didn't want to embarrass her, or they could have edited out, because the way Kaya was listening, like, "Can you stop playing with me? Shut up." When they had that little sit down, like she didn't, but editing and how they do, you could be thinking and saying one thing and it's something else. Kaya could have spoke more. Or the way she looked at Kimmy, like, Kimmy, stop playing. You was fucking with my husband when we was together. You was
Yeah,
like,
but also too, Jazzy, do you remember she was supposed to be friends with Basement Billy's ex-wife? So isn't that Basement Billy's ex-wife, the light-skinned chick?
I know that I heard she tried to get Basement Billy on the show to expose, to try to say something about Mama Band. That's what you thought?
No, I'm talking about the lady who supposedly introduced them at first. Remember, he was introduced while he was sleeping on their couch. Remember, that was supposed to be the story at first.
Oh shoot, I don't know. I thought the story that first he was a haircut, a barber. I
That's
mean,
the most recent story. That's the most recent story. At first, it was he was sleeping on the couch of one of his brothers and the sister-in-law, and that's how they met, because the sister-in-law is supposed to be friends with Kimmy. But everybody know Kimmy was a side chick. Everybody just don't know the specifications. But in my opinion, just from listening to it all, I believe when he was in his marriage, that's when he met her. Not when him and Kiowa was divorced. I believe she met him when they were in a full-blown marriage.
Well, she admitted that. I think she just said that they were separated.
No, I'm saying full-blown marriage, living together, period.
Oh yeah, I believe that. I believe she know different from Cole, so I just believe she know how to talk and manipulate the situation and play people like they crazy, because she had me fooled for last time. For a long time, she had me fooled, and Maurice both had me fooled. Like I thought that was probably the best couple after Mel and Hotel separation, but she had me fooled.
I was fooled too, Jazzy, for a while.
Because my initial story that I came in on was that Pat introduced them, because that's what MJ just said. Pat was Basement Billy's first wife. That's what she remembered too. Well, MJ said that's what I remember too. And from what I was remembering is her, oh, that's my friend. She introduced us. But now you saying you were stalking him on Facebook. So which one was it? Like, you met this man before you met these people. And somehow, we don't know how, but somehow you met this man before you met these people. That's why you wasn't part of the Scott clan, and Maurice had to pull you in and tell you not to do that for his people. Because remember, he was all, you have to be there for Tisha. You can't just do that to Tisha. Don't do that to Tisha. You have to be friendlier with Tisha. Like, boy, bye. They never tell me to be friendly with your people. I don't like who I don't like. Come on now. But Kimmy is the ultimate side chick to me. I ain't mad at her for it. She got her man. That's why I don't feel bad for how he treat her. I felt bad when she was sick, because she was sick. But now it is what it is. Do you? And that's what you asked for. You asked for that. Not to mention, I pulled up my Instagram. What pops up? A picture of Maurice in the front seat. Bottom row, so in the front seat. Kimmy and Tisha in the back seat. and some drop top, and it's something about her birthday. I'm like, are you kidding me? Why are y'all in the back seat?
Yep.
Because when there's no way I'm with my husband, his brother, and I tell his brother to get in the front seat. No, dog, back it. There you go, back it. I'm sitting in the front of this mobile.
If it's my birthday, if it was her birthday, yeah, but I wouldn't mind getting the back. I don't really too
It
much.
was her birthday.
It was her birthday.
Yeah. Listen, MJ type of roll up. But I do like Kyle. I'm agreeing with MJ. But I do like, yeah. Oh no, I wouldn't have been, but not on my birthday. That's a no.
I don't sit in the back seat. I didn't like sitting in the back seat when I was a kid. We used to fight over that. Okay, we used to have fisticuffs over who was sitting in the front.
I didn't really care about the front and back seat, so I've been hearing it on YouTube. Though. But on my birthday, no, that's no.
And let me tell you another thing too. To me, because I have some men in my family that was not, they was some players. So if women are only time I was in the backseat if I was with my brother and his boys, and they put me in the backseat, and I was mad at that because, like I said, I used to be like, I want to be in the front, So he would put me in the backseat, and I would be perturbed, okay, because I'm in the backseat and we in a fly ride, and you'd put me in the backseat. I want to be seen in the front, but you know why he put me in the backseat? But you know why he put me? I'm finna explain to y'all why he put me in the back seat. Because y'all already know why he put me in the back seat, right? Because when the girls roll up, he don't want them thinking we together. So I'm in the back seat. And I'm thinking to myself, like, that's how that was rolling. She in the back seat with her girls. So any women that roll past, we'll holler at y'all later. Okay. So that's my thing with the back seat. For me, if me and my husband, and that's his brother or his friend or whoever, are together and we all coupled up, I'm not going to let him and his friend sit in the front seat and I sit in the back. Only time we doing something like that is we're getting into somebody's car and they're a stranger to me. And then I'm going to tell him, boy, you better get back here with me. I don't know these people. Because come on now. Like, to me, I feel like, but I think it's mainly because we always see him just putting her back. Just
yeah.
He's always he making her walk behind him. You know how some people walk behind you for safety? Yeah. No, he's making her to walk behind me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That I just can't. Yeah. And it's just some stuff to me, like, I don't even like. I walk behind sometimes, depending on where we at. But for the most part, I'm walking next to you though. We gonna step together.
That's how we ain't that good. I don't know where my glasses at. Y'all got your glasses, MJ. Saying something to, I think, let me see. Kimmy has to be tight with Tisha, to satisfy my reach. MJ been said some stuff, but I didn't lost. I can't even see.
Are you saying when MJ said, she said, I'm sorry, I like Kiowa. They tried to gaslight her at the reunion, but Kiowa held her own.
I seen that earlier. Just recent, she said something about Kimmy making her. So I think something about Kimmy Maurice making Kimmy or Kimmy be cool with Tisha, something like that.
Oh, yeah, you didn't know that? He told her on the episode that she had to be nicer to Tisha and be cool with Tisha. But so that's why
really
in the first,
like Tisha.
Remember at the reunion, she said we wouldn't be friends if I weren't married to.
Listen, if I wasn't married, I would not be friends with her.
Yeah.
Oh no, this is what I want to ask you too, y'all, everybody. Now, God forgive me, I don't want to talk about the sick, but I wanted Kimmy to tell her story because I got kids and on their daddy's side, majority all the women die from breast cancer, or they get it and they make it. There's only 2 survived that I know of. So I've always prayed for that with my kids. And from what I've been learning or find out about breast cancer, after them treatments and this and that, you don't be able to go back to events and talk and stand up this, that, and the third. So I was kind of wondering, just from because I've been trying to do my own research on breast cancer. Now, look, and you got the breast cancer sign up. Really don't know. And I was hoping Kimmy would have let us more into her other cancer, for knowledge. Do you think she really got cancer? Because they say after what's it, the radiation, all that, they say there's no way that you have time to do that. Like, you better get out the bed. I don't know, never had cancer
I
or
do.
breast cancer.
I believe she actually had cancer. I do. Personally.
And I will say that I do know several people, friends and family, that had breast cancer. And I have a friend that, like, I had a family member that after her chemo and after her radiation, she couldn't do nothing. But I had a friend that after hers, she was doing what she doing her thing. So I guess it depends on how aggressive your treatment is and stuff like that, because I will say that it was not the same for no person that I know, and I will say at least 6 very close people that, and I don't know, like, I never asked because of it. Even when Kimmy first had it, like, I cried because it's very hard for me.
Yeah,
It's
I didn't,
traumatic.
and I was still coming around to realize how bad Kimmy was. So I did feel bad at that time, and I think I was probably tearing up too.
It
I'm
was
like,
traumatic for me because my experiences, two of them were very, 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 very close, and it was more watching it that did it for me, and those two didn't make it, but the other ones did. So I will say that for me, I believe it can, because I've also had people to go get chemo for other stuff, and it don't do them like it does. Like, everybody has dealt with it differently. I
yeah.
just feel like she was fighting through it, because you could tell how dark she had gotten in certain places, and that was some of the signs for me for what I seen with other people. It was some certain things that happen, but it does everybody differently. And she said the one thing I can say is nobody thought about it, but the thing she said about her intimacy with him, I never heard that one. That was new, but um I was like, I can understand it because you got this poison running through your body. So, and there's a lot of different forms, and I learned that with my friend, because my friend went through it. I was more, because she wasn't as sickly, so it was easier for me to be there for her that way, because it wasn't really triggering. But with her, it wasn't. I got more explanation as to the different types, like in the lymph nodes, not in the lymph nodes, like the treatment, like the aggressive treatment. Like, I didn't know that there was a such thing until my friend, of like how aggressive, like they have the different aggressiveness. Like, I'm like, I didn't know that. And then they got a lot of different things that I was like, oh, I didn't know until my friend, because she my friend.
Yeah, thank you. Thank
So
you,
my
Trendie, for this too, to be able to open up and talk about. Because I'm listening to you and reading the comments, and they said it depends on the state. Because I'd be scared about that. I'm trying to do my own little research, because
Right,
I don't know much about it. And because I don't know, I don't want to speak nothing negative, but it runs on my husband's side of the family. Oh my gosh,
yeah.
it is so bad on his side of the family. Just about 3 out of 5 women, you know.
and
It's always
and
been
Jazzy, I'll tell you this too. If it runs in your family like that, from what I understand, like, they start early with the mammograms and things of that nature, because if it runs in a family and you've had several people there, your daughter should be starting early. I don't know how early. You probably have to consult a doctor, but I have heard that some people start early, because that was one of the things with my friend. She was able to catch hers before, it went so far. So she didn't have to have, like, I do know somebody that didn't have to have radiation with theirs. They just had chemo, so if it's certain things, and it's different types. Like, I used to think that breast cancer was breast cancer. There's several different types. there's different treatments and all that stuff. So if it runs in a family, I would say to have them ask the doctor how early should they be going to get tested, because it does. And I'll tell you, my experience was I on my 40th birthday, I was there. And I was scared because I never even told my husband. I never told nobody. I didn't say anything until I knew I was in the clear, because on my first one, because they had nothing to match it against, that first 2 years I had 8 mammograms.
Mm.
And I was terrified because it's so uncertain, because you don't know what it might be or where it's going to go or how it's going to go for you, because it goes away with some people and then they have a relapse, it comes back, or, you know, stuff like that. So it's like, oh my God, I was horrified in my own mind, and it was terrible. And I didn't say anything because I just didn't know how to feel about that, because you don't know anything, because mine was so real at first. I was going every 3 months to get a mammogram for the first 9 months. Then they told me, you know, come back in 6 months. And my husband, I think, only found out about it when the bill came, because we had to straighten some stuff out with healthcare. But it was like, because they weren't billing it correctly. So I would have probably never been like, oh, this is what was happening. Like, no, because and that's why when it happens, I'm just like, oh my God, because it was like,
it's serious.
Oh,
Serious business.
yeah, it is. And it's just, that's why.
My daughter's 16, y'all. I'm reading the comments, but I ain't got no glasses, y'all. And I don't feel like getting up because I'm too busy into it, because there's something I need to, hear.
Well, somebody said, let's be clear, said if it runs in your family, you can start getting mammograms at 30. Is that what you're saying? Let's be clear. It says purity, but I think she meant 30.
She might saying puberty.
Oh, well, my daughter been experienced puberty.
And she said she would recommend genetic testing. Oh, I forgot about that. Okay, good thing we're talking about it. Let's be clear. Yeah, they said you can get genetic testing as well.
Girl,
and Lady Queen said, yes, cancer runs in my family on both sides. Oh, sorry to hear that. I started getting tested when I was 25 because my sister was 22 when her husband told her to get checked, and he was correct. Oh, wow. Damn. I've never heard of anybody that young. Good thing she caught it. Look at God.
Amen. Mm-hmm. See, this is what I'm telling you. Thank you, God. Number one, thank you, God, Trendie, for your platform. To get knowledge. That's what I really wanted from Kimmy, because everybody don't know. But I'm going to be checking in on it. Everybody don't know. And this is another thing what I wanted for YouTube. I ain't gonna lie, I do like to mess every now and then, but I don't like to drama. And that damn sure don't like being in it. That's why I apologize to hear for the hot tea. That's the only person I feel like I wrong.
I got you. I understand where you're coming from.
I'm happy you have your platform. Situations like this, the mess and all of that is fun sometimes, keep your mind off of whatever. But motivation, that's what I want my channel to be, motivation. But my dumb butt too scared to speak. They say, okay.
You better start calling yourself that, Jazzy. Do you see who you are attracting?
Like, I know I'm smart, y'all. I promise I know I'm smart. I didn't went to college and everything, but I just got a problem with public speaking. I'm screenshotting this, yo, chat, girl. I'm about to take my daughter. I'm talking me and my daughter going to the doctor. They don't even run in my family. But I'm about to be checking, child. Because that's my biggest fear. It's been one of my biggest fears since my baby since I got pregnant with a girl. Oh, Jesus. I'm screenshotting this, y'all. I ain't got no glasses, but thank you, Trendie, because I be wanting knowledge.
And I say thank you to the ladies that come in here saying it, because if I was here by myself in a vacuum, you wouldn't get this information, because I don't know. I'm thankful that y'all come and talk about it.
And MJ also said most insurance has it covered as preventive, paid at 100%. And let's be clear, was saying you can get it checked at puberty if it runs in your family. Okay, now MJ, this is a lesson that I learned, because it wasn't being billed as preventative, because the preventative is that it was shoot, it just fell out of my head that quick. It wasn't considered, shall I say, after the first one, that annual is not considered preventative, it's considered, I can't think of the word they use, but it's almost like we watching. And they said that preventative is that annual prevention, and um when you diagnostic is what something, I can't think of the name of it, but that's why people should also be careful of that too, because I had ways of getting it paid. I just didn't know they weren't going to pay it, because it eventually got paid, but I didn't know that they weren't going to cover more than, because it's not preventative at that point. They're looking to diagnose me. So what the insurance companies have done, and this is pretty my experience and my opinion, because I feel like back when all this stuff did used to be preventative, regardless to how many you got. If the doctor said you needed like every other month, it was preventative. So yeah, you could still keep coming in. But no, the insurance companies have switched it up on us. And it's no longer preventative after the doctor said we're watching it. Because that was kind of the terminology which she broke it down to me in. But however the billing code is for that, is them diagnosing, is past the preventative, and it's all into the diagnosing and the watching stage. And the watching stage was not paid for. And I had to use my maneuvers to get it paid for, but I didn't know that. So it's just a lot of times we don't know. Like, I'm thinking mammograms is free because that's like they're free for everybody. And yes, they are. That preventative annual, it is. But if you're ever told that you need more, or you need a different kind, because there's the digital, there's the 3D, and I forgot what the other one is. And for certain people, they all get different ones. And most insurance companies don't cover the 3D also. So it's so weird as to what insurance companies are doing, and what also these medical facilities, how they're billing. Because this is another thing.
My daughter does, and I'm not bragging. My husband got a good job, been on his job for 20 plus years. Our insurance, everybody say and I know we got top of line insurance, so that should be able to cover everything, huh?
There's no insurance that I know of that will cover everything. You always have to.
I know about copay out the heart, but I mean out the heart, Lord. There I go. I know about the copay or percentage, but majority everything like dental work or medical, this and that. I don't know about cancer. I think for mammogram that will be free for sure. But our insurance is good. That's that.
You need to actually always look at your insurance plan and just look at specifically what they cover, because that is a very broad, it's just too broad. You have to look and see what they're covering, and up to what amount, up to a lifetime or per term. You have to look into it. Oh yes, I'm sorry, let's be clear. I'm sorry,
I dropped it.
Oh, thank you.
And I will say too, Jazzy, when I go for something that's not a normal thing, that is like an annual something or another that I know is paid for, I would check just to be sure.
Oh, I see. Let's be clear. Thank you.
Just a phone call to check, because I've checked. Because
you want to stay on camera?
I'll tell you my one instance where I was like perturbed, because I went to urgent care, and the doctor that was at this is a clinic that I constantly go to. They're a part of my network, all that stuff. I checked that out a long time ago. I go in there. They have a doctor that's not in my network see me. So I have to pay because the doctor is not in my network. And I don't normally pay nothing. And I'm like, what? And I'm like, how will you have my information? Why would you let a doctor see me that's not in network? Because it's an urgent care, but it's urgent care through my clinic that I normally see my doctor at. So I'm thinking that's why you got to be careful of everything these days, because
You're right about that. My
that
daughter in
doctor was
Bakersfield
not.
is, yeah, you're right
Yeah,
about
that
that.
doctor was not approved by my company, my insurance company. So he was only approved by this, and that. That's y'all fault. Y'all figured it out. And I made them eat that, because why would you let me see a doctor that's out of my network and not inform me? Because I would have walked right up out of there and went somewhere around the corner, because urgent care is on every corner. So I just went there because it's my clinic and I'm comfortable with y'all. I don't even have to go to y'all. I could have went to VA too for free. But I went there because, again, y'all my medical facility and I'm comfortable with y'all. But they insure, it's weird, some of the things that happen with our insurance companies, because I know back, I'm gonna say, let's go back 20 years ago. My job had the best insurance ever. And I never had a copay, none of that. Never paid for a prescription, none of that. All of a sudden, maybe about 10 years ago, everything started costing. Nothing is covered. And it's almost like I hear people in the office saying, "Oh, I had to pay for this and I had to pay for that." I'm like, when we start having to pay for that? And we have the same insurance, the same companies. It's just over time. But what I learned as well is insurance companies are charged more money than if you go in there and say, I'm paying cash. And in turn, the insurance companies turn around and take benefits from us.
Right. Hold on 1 second. Hey, let's be clear. How are you?
Hi, I'm doing good. Can y'all hear
Good.
me?
Yes, you sound loud and
Hey.
clear.
I wanted to speak on 2 points. The first one is the breast cancer. I want to let it be known that it's not just a woman thing. It's the men can get breast cancer as well. My
Mm-hmm.
father had breast cancer, so it's important for them to also get checked. If you have a history of cancer in your family, you can get the genetic testing. And also, mammograms can start at puberty for girls and boys if that runs in your family as well. Um, the second thing that I wanted to speak on is insurance. It is very important for you to know your insurance plan, because just like Shan was saying, they will just send you there and they are thinking that that doctor is in your network, but sometimes that they're not. And Shan, you was very fortunate that they covered that cost for you, because most of the time they do not. And even if you have the same company or you work for the same company year after year, still check
Mm-hmm.
annually, because things change.
But the reason why they ate it for me is because they have to, like, if you're going into a new place and you giving them your cards and stuff, the way it's set up here, and I think it's a state by state thing, is they have to let you know if the doctor is not in your network.
Correct.
They never let me know that.
Correct.
They never told me. So that's why they ended up eating it, because I'm like, I've been a patient here forever. Y'all tell me everything. Y'all tell me y'all want y'all $5 before anybody look at me. Y'all want y'all $5 before y'all even check me in. Like, it's like, come on now. Because like you was just saying, I worked for the same company for over 20 years. My insurance changed several times. The same insurance, same company, everything. It changed because the insurance companies are changing. Just like I said, this new cash insurance payment rule, like, it's weird. And then, like, certain things, I found out that certain facilities and stuff, they are upcharging even the insurance companies to the utmost when they can't charge the government like that. Because I will say that my family is under Champ VA and regular insurance because of work and the VA benefits. So once Champ VA got involved, they ended up paying me back some money because they overcharged us. And it was funny because we got every single cent back that we ended up paying, because the guy from Champ VA told me they charge too much. They're not supposed to charge that much. I'm like, what?
What they were doing, Shannon, is balance billing. So what that is they they're charging you the difference between the approved amount and the allowed amount. The the doctor can send in a bill for whatever amount they want to. Say, let's say $600, but the insurance is only going to pay so much. So that if the insurance says that they're going to pay $300 and they're going to pay $300 at 100%, that other $300 is supposed to be written off for providers that are in network. If they're out of network, they can pass that on to you, which is what they did to you before, and you got your money back. And it sounds
No, I'm talking about a totally different instance. This is a hospital visit. And what I'm saying is, at this point on the hospital visit, what they told me at VA was they weren't supposed to charge that much for that procedure because he had the codes and everything in front of him.
Mm-hmm.
He said that they couldn't charge. There's a list of every procedure that hospitals do, and there's codes, and they can only charge a certain amount of a dollar amount for them. However, I don't know. And I was trying to figure out, I actually called my state representative about that too and said, we need to look into this because there's no way that there's a list and there's an amount that they are not supposed to be charging. And you have to pay, you end up sending me my money back. But and that's only because the government got involved. But because the government got involved, you charge me what you were supposed to charge for that procedure. You get what I'm saying? Like they said, because when I sent in the paperwork because they were reimbursing me because they were like, you weren't supposed to pay for anything. Why did you pay? I was like, they sent the bill, we paid it. And they were like, no, send that in. So I sent it in. And then once I sent it in, I called back and the guy told me, he was like, no, that's not. He told me how much the procedure cost. He wrote down the EOB with me, or the explanation of benefits. He wrote down it with me. And he was like, that was supposed to cost this and that was supposed to cost that. We're going to send in what we send in. They sent them $200 and they had to send us back every dime of that $1,900 that they paid, $1,500 that we paid them. They sent it back. And I was like, wow. I couldn't believe that that's how. But see, for me, that means they're frauding us, the customers.
Right.
They're frauding somebody at this point. Because how can you say, because the government involved now, you're going to send me back a refund because this is the only thing you're supposed to charge me? That's where I'm at. I'm like,
the government, I know a lot about commercial insurance, but not too much about government insurance.
Well, I was a veteran, and so from my benefits, which I didn't know, and which most veterans need to know, that even though you have an outside insurance or you're employed, does not mean that VA will not take up part of your medical expenses. That's what I was saying about the mammograms from earlier. Like VA will take up part of your expenses. So what we don't know is, I assumed because I didn't retire that I wasn't eligible for nothing. But no, that wasn't true. You still call in and you see what you are eligible for, because not until another veteran told me, girl, call in and see what you can get, because you don't have to retire, but you're still eligible for something based on how long, and based on not even how long, based on what type of discharge you have. So I was honorably discharged. And I was told, even if you just went through boot camp and was honorably discharged, it's usually something there for you as a veteran, even if it's going to VA and getting services at a cheaper rate than what they would charge you at the hospital down the street. And my VA experience has been lovely. I've heard some horror stories, but
about the veterans insurance. My dad was in the Navy for 30 years. So I'm here now helping my parents. So I'm starting to learn more about the government veteran benefits. So,
well, I will tell you this about your parents, and do it now. Enroll in and we've said this on this platform before. Like, I hope you guys are enrolled in USAA, Navy Federal as members, and also go down to the VA and see what they're afforded, because like I was telling one of my friends earlier, like there's something that's going on with everybody, that when they was in the military, I was having this or that problem, but I never really said nothing, or I said something once or twice. Go in and explain that to them, and they'll always let you know what you are getting or what you're not getting. It sounds like your dad retired or hit that retirement number, and he's eligible for a lot of benefits, and so is both your parents, and
Mhm.
you maybe as well.
I keep up with that, and I also wanted to let you know. You made me think about that. Anything that you have, that's medically, going on, make sure that you have it documented in your records that it may be service connected, because you can go back. They don't have to pay you for that.
Yeah.
It
I know that's what I was.
Yeah, we get
goes
That's what I was explaining without trying to say that, because some people take offense to. But I
no,
mean,
yeah,
I know a lot of people that are getting their service connected benefits, but even if you don't have service connected elements, there's still some benefits for
that,
veterans at
that
VA.
right, yeah,
Because I was under the assumption it took me about 15 years to even question it, because I was under the assumption I was honorably discharged. I didn't retire. I just did my tours and I was out. So I was under the assumption that I didn't get nothing.
mm-mm,
So not until somebody told me that, but we don't too often put this information out there,
right.
and neither does VA, that if you're a veteran, just check with us. Like
yeah,
check in
yeah.
to see what you get.
That's money that they don't have to give you. So why would they tell you? You know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You
but
know.
them people was telling each other.
Mm-hmm. That's the way it go. You know, my sister, she was up in the army. She did, I think, 4 years in Paris, and then she came to St. Louis and did a couple of years in St. Louis. I think she did like 6 years total. But she got out. She said she was done with it. I want her to stay. But anyway, she was in an accident and broke her back, and man, her benefits so good. And I was reading MJ. I got Cigna too. But I was reading the comments. But they took good care of my sister, and they still take care of her. She ain't been in the army. She still get good benefits on top of. Now I thought my benefits was good, but my sister benefits is freaking awesome. Counting her
Child,
pockets like she close to. They cover everything just because she was in the army
everything.
recently, y'all. When I tell y'all, my birthday last year, I just made for not this May. Last year, May, my sister was in the hospital. My other sister that came back for my daughter, no, June, around June. It's right by my birthday. My 39th birthday, my daughter prom, my sister was having 11-hour surgery, and the army paid for everything. The people who did it did an excellent job. We so blessed to have my sister. Not only that, my sister get like 6, 7 a month every month from the army. I'm like, she did hella good. I hate that she had the accident, but she doing better. And the surgery was a success. But them army benefits, it's off the chain. Now I do believe they better than what I got. But oh yeah, the VA
And
and
for
oh they did.
females, they
Mhm.
said you get the best outside care because they're really a male facility. So most of my stuff that I go through VA for, I still get to go see the doctors that I want to go see, because they are they don't really have a female specific thing, because they don't it's more men. It would probably be a waste of money for them to have certain departments that are geared towards just women, you know what I'm saying? So they don't have a mammogram machine in my area, because in my area there are more male veterans than female. So I go see the doctors that I was seeing prior to me figuring out that I was able to see anybody. So it's like, cool, that's great, because I didn't think I was gonna be able to see nobody. My neighbors.
But you in the Army, Air Force, or Navy?
Navy. I was in the Navy.
Okay, my cousin was in the Navy. Okay, okay, go ahead on.
I wanted to go in, but I was too short. My dad,
Mm.
years, so I wanted to go, but couldn't go. Too short.
Really? I can't.
Oh, what's your height? What's your height? What did you say? I'm sorry.
4'11".
Oh,
Yeah, you did that with the lips too. It's beautiful.
Thank
The
you.
white teeth.
Thank
yeah.
you.
I
Thank
can't
you.
believe. I can't believe they got a height requirement.
I could have sworn somebody lied because I got a friend, she's Filipina, and that girl is not. I don't even think she hit 4'11". Somebody lied.
Oh, sure. Okay, yeah.
I'm up there. I'm 53, so they changed it.
Oh, I got you. It depends on what they do be changing because they change the tattoos sometimes. They change. I see what you're saying.
Yeah,
because we around the same age, and I remember some little bitty people.
What maybe it was the type of service. I don't know.
That could be it. That
because like Air Force don't accept as many tattoos as Army.
Yeah. But I wanted Navy. I didn't consider any other brand.
Gotcha.
But you know what? I cannot believe that because there was this young lady and she was so cute and she was so little and she was really little. She was so little. She used to drive with a pillow on her seat.
Oh,
because we had big trucks and stuff.
Evers, and I probably could have had my dad to get me in, but I wanted to do it on my own. So I was like, but
But you know what? That was the era where they filmed a lot too. I can say that because I believe they just didn't want you in because I don't remember. I remember some really tiny people, and I was in the early 90s.
They probably didn't because I think when I wanted to go in, my dad was a senior chief at the time, so they probably like, oh no, not her.
My daughter
and if you told them that's probably
no, they knew because the recruiter at my school knew my dad. You know how they used to come.
Oh dang.
Okay, that's why you didn't go in. Okay, I get it.
Yep.
That's why you didn't go in because
the pieces are coming together.
Because they was telling multitude of lies to get folks to join up. So that's why you didn't. Okay, I get it. Because remember that was one of the hits they took back in the day because there was a lot of people weren't being told the correct stuff and you were getting in. That was back then. Like now they're like I learned now because I actually talked to a couple of people that was like before. Like I heard Trendie say the other day that somebody called her after the fact. Well, people usually call me before they even talk to the recruiter. Like a young lady called me before she talked to the recruiter, and I put her up on some game. Like, look,
I
told this is what you in for, and if you can't do it, don't do it because they will break you. And knowing her, as long as I knew her, she couldn't make it. And I said, I don't recommend for you to do it because I know you. And I don't think that you can handle even what they could do these days. Because back then, it was, you had to be thick skinned to take it. Because I saw some girls lose it, like literally. Because
where you at? Excuse me, I'm sorry. Lose it where? You in the Navy?
Yeah. But see, I was in the early 90s.
Yeah, she's talking about the early 90s. Like the 90s and the Navy.
I was in the early 90s though.
Okay,
that's back when they were still hitting people and yelling and cussing and calling you the B word and all that stuff.
Okay, I'm scared for my daughter.
No, they don't do that stuff no more. They can't do that.
I don't know. My sister had problems up in the Army, but
no. Listen, if they do any of that stuff to her, tell her to call and tell you. Or tell her now when you go in from my understanding, for people that I know that have went in the 2000s, they have it set up where they give you all this information to make your anonymous complaints and to do all this stuff. Like it's a lot different. I'm saying, and that's why I keep reiterating, like me and let's be clear around the same age bracket. This is way back in the early 90s where they was still like,
or fraternity. They would do some stuff.
Yeah, and this was back like fraternities compared to some of the stuff that I was told and some of the stuff that I was like, well, Lord have mercy, please don't let me ever get that assignment. Because it used to be all kinds of rituals and just celebrations and stuff that used to happen. So it's like they do that.
Oh, you're breaking up, Shan. You're breaking up.
Audrey, my daughter's going to, let me read it again. She's going, she said San Antonio. You talk about San Antonio, Texas. No, she said, told me she's going to I lost it. Lackland, Texas, I think. Yeah.
That's in San Antonio, the Air Force base.
Oh Lord.
Yeah.
Okay, how y'all know that she was going to Texas?
Because that's where basic is for the Air Force.
Oh girl, y'all just... Child, thank you. Oh, how she know that?
I will say, Jazzy, that I told Trendie this before. Air Force, that's nothing. She'll be all right.
They always make for the Air Force. That's why I was like, yeah, like but
they do their physical test on a bike. It's cool.
She did good. She did good. If you worried about her, that's and nothing is 100% foolproof or anything, but that's gonna be one of your statistically a little bit better.
It's just as a parent. As a parent,
proud of all my kids. I'm just like me. Now that I'm disabled and I work from home, but me, like my whole life been revolved around my kids. Everything I done, like I bend over, sacrifice everything for my kids. And one grown up, she in college in Bakersfield, don't speak to her. And I got this one, she leave me. I got my 16-year-old, but I'm like, well, that's the only reason. Like I don't, to get back on YouTube. I want to start talking because it's like I am starting to get a little lonely. I don't too much care, but my kids, my life without my kids, And so I said, I better get on YouTube, y'all, because I'm about to get sad Monday around the corner. But I'm proud, though, y'all. I'm really, really proud. I'm proud.
I understand both feelings, Jazzy, for sure. Proud,
and I definitely understand both because we've had an empty nest for about 4 years now. So, and just because they 18 don't mean they leave. Trust me. So, but you will get used to it. And like I was saying to somebody earlier, when they call me now, a lot of times I get nervous because it's not like they're like calling, because it's like I get nervous because they don't want to talk to me right now. They out doing it, living their best life, so they ain't calling me to kick it. But then when they call, it's like, I need this happened, that happened, and I'm like, oh my God. So it's just like, I'm like, okay, I'm by myself. I'm figuring out what to do. Like I'm at least you do got work. Yeah. I'm retired
from home. It's not like that. I appreciate it, but I can't move around like I used to. I love my baby. I did everything for my kids. Y'all don't even. I ain't gonna say y'all don't understand, but I feel like it's only me going through it. But my kids is my life. Like everything been my life since I had kids, which made me change my life. So I trust the process. I trust that I did right. But I still want my kids, but then I still want them to go out and do something and be themselves. But what I'm gonna do, no just players. But serious. I understand. I ain't finna start getting sad.
But you know what, Jazzy? That's what happened when we live for them kids.
Yeah. You gotta find your happiness. That's how I was. My daughter, almost a helicopter parent. If she couldn't go, I didn't go. I didn't go parties and all that stuff. And now that she's older, I'm finding myself, trying to find what I like to do, because everything was so much, centered around her. It's like my favorite restaurant was Chuck E. Cheese. I'm like, So, but now, I'm venturing out and I have different things and going on, and I'm flying here and there. And she's like, now it's like, Mommy, you always going someplace. I said, because it was you. If you couldn't go, I didn't go. So now I'm gone.
Not the Chucky.
Yeah. See, that's where I got to get to that stage. But my husband never wanted to sign my daughter passport. My baby that's in here now. My other kids, they got their passports, and they didn't, we didn't travel. But that last trip to Europe, I didn't go because I didn't want to leave my baby girl. And but she's 16 now, so I don't need his permission to sign a passport. But I'm ready to hit the country and do some stuff with me and my baby girl, because she the only one haven't been out the country. Yeah, I don't know, y'all, but I don't know, y'all. I don't know. Y'all love my kid, and I'm not gonna lie. Like, YouTube used to be like a peace of mind. Go here, go there. I don't even like to even come to YouTube no more, because I don't like drama and mess. But then my daughter said they told her, because we been knowing she was gonna go, but I didn't think it was gonna be that fast. And then they're like, "Oh, you leave Monday." I'm like, "Okay, I'm about to get back on YouTube for forget the drama, forget that I'm going back to YouTube." And
Jazzy, I literally left in a week and a half.
It's been like 2 months for my daughter.
I left in a week and a half. I signed up and I was out like a week and a half. Like I was out there a week and a half. Literally maybe two days shy of 3 weeks. I mean 2 weeks. But I was out of there. Well, and back then they used to do it that quick because they didn't want to give you time to change your mind.
Yeah.
Yeah, see, that's why I asked her. I said, "Is it too late to change your mind?" You know, because that's my baby. I don't really want to go. She like, "It's too late. I resigned. I'm out of here." And she all excited. I'm excited. My whole family excited. I'm excited, but I'm not excited. I don't know. Y'all know. Y'all mothers, y'all know how they go.
Yeah.
And real fast. I'm sorry, I'm breaking up the flow. 8-minute warning, because we got Love and Marriage Huntsville coming on.
Amen.
8-minute warning.
Yeah.
I came here to get happy. I'm already about to cry. I'm out of here.
It will go by.
And you know what, Jazzy? I found hobbies. Like I do things. Everybody asks me, what do I do all day? I was like, I work. And they was like, shut up, you don't have a job. I do things. And you know what? And Trendie have to pull me out my rabbit hole all the time. Cause I be texting and DMing her when I get into my rabbit holes, different stuff, and she be like,
her A to G. I'm like, how you get to G from where you started on A? Get out of there.
So you get compulsive about other things, trust me, because all I did was my kids.
You got kids?
Like, yeah, 2
well, I
adult.
got 3, 2 gone, 1 is here.
Both of mine gone.
She turned 18. She leaving me.
MJ. Yeah, see, you got parents in here. And yeah, it's almost, I know it's not the same. But only time is gonna help, I think, in developing that new routine, because what I have to compare to is only like, you know, I don't have kids, but like losing somebody, like only time makes the next day a little bit more bearable sometimes. So like, yeah, it ain't gonna happen fast. And it's just still happening. You still, you know, you get into Monday of when she start. Like, you got to give yourself time.
Yeah, and it takes a while. Like it took me about a year to stop, because my daughter was like, "You texting me too much." I'm like, "Dude, I can't text. I pay for that phone." Like when she went to college.
We get old. Move on, going about their business, and we just stuck after we did everything we done for them, and they go up and they leave us.
But isn't that
if you prepared her right? She's doing
really want though. We want them to go out and be
right.
That's it's hard on us when they leave, but that's what we want.
Right.
Productive citizens.
True. That's why I did what I did for that. But now it's here. Shit, I can just keep all my kids in one group. I'll be okay. I'll take care of all of them. I'll just play it. I'm serious. Don't just play it. I'm 50-50 shit.
Jazzy, Bliss said, find comfort in knowing you prepare her to make good choices. She will continue to grow.
Amen.
Yeah. Thank
you,
Bliss.
Don't love Mary Transbill before I be crying on here, y'all. I'm getting sad. My daughter leaving Monday. Love y'all. Bye.
Okay, come to the watch party.
Shan, Lady, Queen, MJ. Bye, y'all. Sorry.
Come to the watch party, Jazzy. Come to the watch party.
You
in the community tab.
Yeah, go to your YouTube community tab on the membership. The link is in there.
Oh, for yours?
Yeah. We do a watch party.
Huh?
For the Patreon?
Yeah.
And the YouTube membership.
There, okay, because I can't do nothing sad, y'all. Shit.
Yeah, we'll be making fun of
we be cutting up in there.
Thank y'all for the breast cancer. Today was a good thing. Look at Trendie doing the breast cancer lips. And that was some good knowledge that I really needed from everybody, because I'm sure I'm gonna be there. What time y'all going? What time is the watch for? What time you going over there?
I opened the link at it'll be there before the show starts. It starts in 15 or 20 minutes from now. I'm usually in there 5 to 10 minutes early to set up and make sure everything's okay.
Me too.
All right, see you out there. Talk to y'all later.
Yeah, all right, and thank you. Let's be clear for the lessons.
Thank you. Thank y'all.
Thank you. And she dropped down. Let's be clear. Thank you for coming up on the panel. And
thank you. We appreciate you. Let's be clear.
Yeah. This was good. This one was more intimate.
It reminds me of our olden days when it used to be like 10 of us up here. That's what it reminds me of.
Yeah. And y'all, those of y'all that are in here, and if any in my replay game, this link for the breast cancer awareness list, I'm gonna drop that for just everybody. You don't have to be a paid Trendie Tribe member for this one. I'll drop the link once I make it available to download, so you can have a copy.
And thank you everybody for the information. MJ, Sandra, Sexy Chocolate, Audrey, Lady Queen. Who else was in here?
Bliss.
Jazzy J, Bliss.
Let me go back up. Sandra
Joyce.
Sanderson, Audrey.
Yeah, this was informative. This is all we needed tonight was succeeding in 41 Fit. Live, laugh, love, Shan Fennell.
Dream Girl.
We just needed 41 Fit and succeeding tonight, and this would have been old times.
Who was
sure.
Succeeding was in here. Yes, thank you. Let's be clear. Oh, it's the most recent link on Patreon. Let's be clear. So if you go to my page on there, that's the top link is the Love and Marriage Huntsville link, and it says LAMH watch along, and it's got the link in there. Oh, you talking about just the link to Patreon in general? Probably. Hold on, let me.
Or you can click the join the YouTube button if you need it easier. There's the Patreon link right there, or the YouTube. It's up to you which one you want to join.
Yeah. Either one.
We have fun.
Okay, y'all. Well, I'll play. Well, let me make sure. Let's be clear. Can you tell me when you get the link and if it's okay? Then I'll close out after you let me know you good. Thank you, S. Brian. You let me know. And then, so after I get she got the link, she's good to go, then I'll close out. Because I need to make sure. So I'm going to give you a couple minutes, let's be clear. Hey, thank you, Sandra Sanderson. Happy to have you. Yeah, this is how you came in. You're newer, but this is how it used to be, where I could see all the comments. And it's still like that sometimes, but it's not like that as often as it used to be. Okay, hold on. Let me do YouTube join. Let's be clear. Do that one instead. Just hit the join button under the video.
I'm gonna have to find it again because it did break. Send me the Patreon link. I can't find it.
Hold on. Let's see.
Oh, I found it.
Thank you, Shan. Good night, and thank you for the compliment. But yeah, to me, the easiest one is hitting that join button under this video.
Yep, YouTube.
Yeah, on YouTube. Because both ways, you still get it. I don't see the video for the watch party. Are you on Patreon now? Let's be clear. Because there's no video.
She don't have her start. She don't have her color didn't change.
No, she said. Oh, she's saying on. Are you saying on Patreon? Let's be clear. Hold on, let me just bring up my Patreon. That would probably make this easier. Let me just bring up my Patreon to show you.
When it comes up, it say join for free or choose a membership.
Yeah.
So you go down and choose a membership under the join button.
Yep. I'm trying to. This is what happened when I try to multitask. Hold on. Okay. So you got to join the membership first. Let's be clear. It's only one tier. It's $5. And then this is what you'll see. Oh, let me hide the link, but that's what you'll see. And then it's a link right under where I stop scrolling, and you tap that, and then I'll be in there in a little bit. Thank you, Dream Girl. I'm glad you were still here. Yes, thank you. Yes, these ladies are very knowledgeable, and they help me a lot. Yes, I like it here.
I do too. That's why I stuck around.
Let's Be Clear. Oh, she said she got it. Okay, so I'll be over there in a little bit. Let's Be Clear. I got to get myself set up and get my follow and stuff up. So I will see you over there. And y'all, thank you. Thank you to everybody that started, that is going to be in the replay game. You came in and you just said, hey, or left a like. Thank y'all. I appreciate it. All right. Okay, y'all, I'm going to play the music. Thank you, Shan, for holding the panel down for me.
I got you.
You know I need you. Okay, I'm playing the music and I will see y'all tomorrow for the recap. All right, y'all. Bye.
Getting started. Getting started right here. Getting started right here. About time for you to get it started. Getting started right here. Getting started right here. Everybody's talking, saying that we're on it. So we should give them something to talk about. Cause everybody's talking, saying that we're on it. So we should give them something. Let's give them something to talk about.